to the empty net. They score! Make believe.
You're watching Samwelb12.
All right. Ground ball. Vladdy over. They do it. The Blue Jays have won the division. The Blue Jays have won the division. Pop them if you got them. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You're watching Samwelb12 Experience.
Good morning, Canada. Good morning, hockey fans. Good morning, everybody. Oh boy, it is early, but we are wired up. We are fired up. We are all set, lock, stock, and ready to go. It's the gold medal matchup between Canada and the United States. It doesn't get any more hockey than this. Best on best, gold medal winner taking it all as the Olympics is set to close up here today. The closing ceremony is at 2 o'clock, but first we have to award the best, and this is going to be an epic one. Lala, good morning. Billy, good morning. Good to see you. Hey there, Miriam, welcome in. Come on, Canada, welcome in. Rosie, go. Canada, go. Hey there, Prep. Good morning, Francisco. Francisco, it's got to be super early for you, my friend. Caleb, good morning. Welcome in, one and all. Soul Powerful, how's it going? Good to see you all here. Bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. This is going to be an epic matchup. So thank you for tuning in, coming in a little bit early. We wanted to get live a little bit early so we didn't leave you hanging, so we can talk some hockey, set up what this game is going to look like. Hey there, Willie, how's it going? Going for the United States. Go USA. Hey, Mark, what's up? Thank you for the follow. Freebird, thank you for the follow. Thank you, everybody. Now, this is going to be an epic matchup. The last time these two teams went toe-to-toe, it was in, of course, the Four Nations Cup, which is, where's the logo? Where's the logo? Just over here somewhere. It was a great game. It started off with 3 fights in the first couple minutes. Well, I can assure you, we're not getting 3 fights to kick off this one. Hey, hi, USA. What's going on? Good morning. Welcome in. Willie, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe, lighting that blue lamp, starting us off on the right foot. We appreciate it. So we're definitely not getting 3 fights today because a fight will get you kicked out. We know nobody wants to get kicked out of this one, but the big banger, the big question is who is going to come out on top and what is it going to take? Chris, that's right. Breakfast beers this morning. Breakfast beers this morning. A little, I don't know, whatever you drink, and little Frosted Flakes, a little Coors and Frosted Flakes, a little Labatt's and Cheerios, little Molson and Shreddies. Get it together. All right. So discipline is going to be the key to the game. We talk about the keys, the structures, what it's going to take for both teams to come out on top. Hey, Gerard, what's going on? Mark, thank you for the follow. It is going to take discipline. We know the Kachucks from the United States are going to come out banging and crashing. We know they're going to be agitating. They're going to be poking and prodding and doing everything they do. Well, how is Canada countering? They're countering with the likes of the bad boy line, Sam Bennett, Tom Wilson, and Brad Marchand. These guys are also going to bang and crash. However, they have to keep composure. They have to keep their discipline. These guys have all taken bad penalties. We don't want it to turn into that today. Hey, Kevin, good morning. Welcome in. Corona and Fruit Loops. There you go. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you for being here this morning. Now, as you are coming in, make sure you're tapping that thumbs up button. Now, we are still a little bit of ways from this game getting going, but hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and let's have some fun today. So discipline and composure is going to be a solid key for this game, for both sides, really, because special teams is going to punish you. These guys can score on the power play like there's no tomorrow. I mean, effectively, it's 2 all-star teams here, and we're going to get to the lineups in just a minute. But discipline and composure, that is going to be key number 1. Now, key number 2 is going to be just that, special teams. There are going to be penalties in this game. Power plays have been unbelievable. So your special teams need to step up and need to play strong when you have those opportunities. And last but not least, defend the house. Defend the house for both teams. Binnington, he's in net, and we know what Binnington can do. Hellebuck is in net on the other side. We know what he can do, but neither of these goalies can get it done without their teams in front of them. So you got to come back. Defense has to be in the right positions. You got to use the boards to get that puck out of the net, out of the zone. You got to work the boards. You got to use it. So Hellebuck, Binnington, defend the house. It's going to be a full team effort here today. Hey, Mega, good morning. Welcome in. Jeffrey, what's going on? Welcome in, everybody. All right, now we're going to get to the lineups. Let's go. Of course, breaking as of this morning, no Sidney Crosby today. Hey, Grass Soccer, what's going on? Welcome in. Mark, how's it going? Jamie, what's up? Welcome in, one and all. Here we go. No Sidney Crosby today. Crosby ruled out. He did skate. He met with the trainers, met with the coaching staff, and ultimately it was Crosby's decision. And he said, I'm not good enough to go. I'm going to step aside and let somebody else come in. So Crosby not in today's lineup. So Canada, Connor McDavid going to wear the C yet again. It's going to be McDavid, McKinnon, and Celebrini. This line is absolutely stacked. McDavid is leading everybody in scoring. Malkin Celebrini is in second place. The young stud is being just that. Leads in goals for Canada and second place in points. It is absolutely amazing. Makar and Devon Taves going to be on the blue line for the top line. Harley and Parenko going to watch the blue line for line 2. Suzuki, Stone, and Mitch Marner going to be together there. Sanheim and Doughty, the third pairing with Sam Bennett, Tom Wilson, and Brad Marchand. And again, those guys have to be disciplined. Theodore going to be on there. Horvat, Jarvis, Hagel, and Sam Reinhart, the last kind of groupings. And again, not dressed Morrissey and Sidney Crosby. For the United States, these guys are bangers. Charlie McAvoy and Quinn Hughes going to watch the blue line for them. Quinn Hughes, the lethal weapon. You got to keep an eye where he goes all over the place. Brady Tkachuk, Jack Eichel, and Matthew Tkachuk, the top line there. Slavin and Faber, the second pairing with Matt Boldy, Austin Matthews, and Jake Gensel. Werenski and Sanderson paired up with Dylan Larkin, Tage Thompson, and Jack Hughes. And we got Noah Hannafin, JT Miller, Vincent Trocheck, Brock Nelson, and Clayton Keller, the last grouping. And of course, not dressed for the United States, Kyle Connor and Jackson Lacombe. So this is going to be an absolute banger of a game. It is going to be epic. And we want you all to have some fun. Hey, Leo. Hey, KQ. Welcome in. Mike, welcome in. So we want everyone to have a good time today. Hey, Slow, what's up? Welcome in. Totally stacked lineup. Duster, what's going on? They are playing on the small ice today. Everybody's going to be going absolutely out to get it today, and we're going to have a great time. We want you to have a great time. So whether you're cheering for Team Canada, whether you're cheering for the United States, we want you to cheer for your teams. But all we're going to ask is let's be respectful of one another. We all have our loves, our passions. We all have the teams we want to win. So let's be respectful. You're more than welcome to trash talk, but please, no personal attacks, no bullying in the chat. We won't stand for that. And let's all be good sports. Whoever's coming up on top, let's be good sports about it and have a good time. We know Canada won the last time in Four Nations. The U.S. looking to bounce back and pick this one up. It is going to be absolutely crazy. Now, one of the topics of conversation that has arisen over the last few days, and of course, from what we talked about previously, was the officiating. We saw Canada up against it when, I believe it was at the women. I can't remember which game it was, but Canada just able to squeak by when it was 3 U.S. officials out of 4. Well, in the last game, a lot of complaining going on about Canada winning, moving on when they had 2 Canadian or 3 Canadian officials. Well, today they got it right. 1 U.S. official, 1 Canadian official, Gord Dwyer for Canada, the referee, and Chris Rooney from the United States, the referee. They've got it even. Scott Cherry and Oni Hatumaki on the lines, calling the offsides and the icing. So finally, they got it right. You hate to see the officials put themselves in that kind of situation where they book it, where it's not kind of even like that. Colin, how's it going? Ainsley, what's up? Welcome in. Didn't start yet. We're just moments away, waiting for them to come back on the ice to get this game going. Hey, Dave, welcome in. Welcome in. JD, hey, what's up? Good morning. Mr. Where did that go? Welcome in. Let's go USA. My chat just jumped on me. I apologize. But welcome in again. Thank you for being here. Leo wants a fight. Leo wants a fight. Dan, what's going on? Welcome in. Cats, how's it going? Let's go. Why are there any Canadian or USA officials? That's a good question. I would have no issue if there weren't any, but at least it's even. At least it's even, and that's all we can ask for is U.S. It's funny, they're showing the tunnel. The U.S. and Canadian locker rooms, they're both coming down the same tunnel. It looked like the U.S. was giving high fives, getting ready to come out, while the Canadian players were standing there waiting. That was really funny. Diana, good morning. Welcome in. Now, again, make sure you're smashing that thumbs up button. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe as we are getting ourselves ready to go. We want to see how quick we can get up to 100 likes on the board. It helps us out tremendously. So let's go. Now, coming up later this afternoon, by the way, the Toronto Blue Jays in action against the Boston Red Sox. Spring training, game number 2. We were live with game number 1 yesterday against the Phillies. It was a lot of fun. We expect to be live later today around 1 o'clock Eastern time for game number 2. So if you're a baseball fan, you'll want to come back and join us for that one. Don't worry, the Canadian refs got their finger on the puck. Dave, so funny. All right, the officials are on the ice. The officials are on the ice, which means the players are not far behind. It's 8:07. There's Canada in the tunnel. They're giving their high fives. Jordan Binnington making his way to the front of the line. He'll be coming on in just a minute. So we are probably about 4 minutes away or so from puck drop. And here come the Canadians. Now, I expect this to be a complete packed house tonight. Tootie the Paw Patrol pup, welcome in, welcome. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Welcome in. Smelly, how's it going? USA all morning. We will see. Peterson, thank you for hitting that follow. We appreciate everybody hitting the follows, getting it done. Here comes the Canadians to a huge roar of the crowd. Now, this crowd is going to be lively today. We've seen it all week, really, between the men, the women. This hockey crowd here in Italy has been unbelievable. We know Gretzky's in the house. Messier is in the house. A lot of legends in the house. Hey, our next somewhere, what's going on? Welcome in. And here comes Team USA as USA is making their way out onto the ice. And is that booze? Not a big of an ovation as Canada had, but U.S. making their way out. Wow, I thought there'd be a little more applause coming up. So Canada definitely seemed to be the crowd favorites based upon the entry onto the ice surface. Interesting. Wow, that one kind of caught me off guard. I'm not going to lie. I got to grab my, well, no, that's fine. I was going to grab my other remote, but it's too far away. Coming up also today, by the way, it's the last day of the Olympics, so we got our last set of hockey cards. We're going to be opening up. These are going to be coming up at intermission. We got some giveaways. We got lots of fun stuff for this one. Randor, no fights. We won't see any fights today. If you fight, you will be ejected. So I don't think anybody is going to do that here today. Don't cause drama. That's right. Jackson, how's it going? Welcome in. Dustin, welcome in. We will see, Dustin. We will see. It is going to be an epic one. We are just a minute away. This one is going to get set. We're going to switch our screens over. It'll take the widgets and everything just a moment to pop up. We're going to get set for puck drop. And boy, oh boy, oh boy. Connor Hellebuyck. Hellebuyck, definitely one of the best goaltenders in the National Hockey League, has some struggles in the postseason. So will those struggles continue over here? Or is he going to be lights out and shut it down? Connor McDavid wearing the C with no Sidney Crosby today. Austin Matthews wearing the C over on the other side. We're ready to go. Setting up at center ice. Canada, United States, Olympic gold on the line. Who is going to bring this one home? We're going to find out in 60 minutes of hockey. McKinnon, McDavid, Celebrini, the Mick line. Let's go. Drop that puck. Jack Eichel for the United States. And McKinnon is going to win it back in. Canada is underway. They're going to dump this one into the U.S. zone. U.S. Faber going to put it into the middle of the ice. Dumping it down. Here comes the United States racing in here after it. Binnington going to play it around the boards. Here's the first shot. That one is going to sail wide. Faber going to hang this one in. Canada missing it behind. Going after it is McKinnon. He can't get there. Eichel and him colliding along the boards, trying to dig it out. Matt Tkachuk in the middle, stealing it away. Gunsel putting it across, and Eichel firing it just wide. Canada, McDavid playing this one up. Canada pinned here early. They're going to turn it over. The United States looking to make them pay here early. Back around in the middle of the ice. Here's a shot. That one goes wide. Binnington going to flip this one in the corner. Back over to Gensel. Going to play in the middle of the ice. Matthews, backdoor, comes to Matthews. He sends this back down to the point. U.S. over on the near side. Boldy with a shot. That one doesn't get all the way through. U.S. going across again. That one doesn't connect. Holy smokes. The United States all over Canada here early. Here's a long shot by Matthews. That one gets knocked down. Canada finally going to be able to get it out. This top line for the Canadians still pinned in their own zone. Finally heading off to get a little switch up. Here comes the third line. Long pass for Sam Bennett. He gets stopped at the Canadian blue line. And Tage Thompson trying to work it up. Bennett takes it away from him. He's going to play it down in the American zone. Around behind the net, in front for Bennett, and that tip goes just wide. Back to Devon Taves, throws it towards the net. Bennett again with a shot into the glove of Connor Hellebuck. Wow. Holy smokes, these guys ate their Wheaties this morning. They are absolutely flying. As a Lightning fan, I love my coach, but Team USA is my blood. There you go, Dustin. I get it. There's all kinds of drama, all kinds of dilemma. Teammates playing teammates. Team that you cheer for is playing or coaching the team you don't want to win. It is wild. They got their Wheaties and Heineken. There you go, Lala. Here comes the U.S. again, trying to skip through. Canada going to break up that play. This is going to be flipped all the way down the ice. With all that pressure the Americans had, they did not register a shot on that. Here's Canada walking out of the corner across with a shot. Hellebuck is down. He's going to cover that one up. And here's some pushing and shoving in the front of the net as Werenski and Trocheck getting in there trying to remove the Canadian bodies out of the way. Canada wearing the red jerseys with the black maple leaf. The United States, the white with the blue shoulders. Love the jerseys today. Hey, Wayne, good morning. Welcome in. Welcome into the show. What good pressure. Good pressure early by the United States, but Canada flying right back, getting the better opportunities here so far. Again, welcome in. Make sure you're hitting that thumbs up as you're coming in. Let's go. That was wild. That was absolutely wild. Gonna bring this around. There we go. We'll throw our little sub counter up. Whoops, that's me. We don't want to move me. We're gonna drag this one down over here. Here comes Taves. Taves gonna drop this back. Canada bringing it right back into the U.S. zone again, playing it around the boards. U.S. Tkachuk gonna bring it out. Here they come. Americans into the zone trying to center it. That one's broken up. Nice play. And Stone just gonna play it out of the Canadian zone. Bringing it right back around. Delay offside. U.S. has to tag up. Canada. McCarr with it now. McCarr. He's going to be the one lethal weapon for the Canadian defense, just as Hughes for the Americans. Dumped in the corner. McDavid going in after it. Hughes going to play it around. Here comes McAvoy playing it up. Canada in the neutral zone. Takes the puck away. Going to play back in their own end. Canada looking to regroup. Harley going to play this one up. Celebrini centering it in front. Just too far for McDavid. Here's a shot from the point. Fanned on it. Americans going to bring it out. 2-on-2. Big stop there. Boldy dumping it in. A big collision. Harley and Parenko playing it around. McDavid comes back to pick this one up. He's trying to play it across. Matthews up on McDavid. Over to McKinnon. McKinnon to Harley. Harley to Celebrini with a shot right on. And a nice save by Hellebuck. Love Celebrini. What he's bringing to this game looks absolutely epic. Hey, Alex, what's going on? Nathan, what's up? Welcome in. Oakland, how's it going? Thank you so much. I appreciate the kind words. Welcome in, everybody. Good morning to you all. Hot start here early as these teams are fired up. All right, face off. U.S. is going to win this one back. They're in their own zone deep. Canada, 2 shots early. None yet for the Americans. Just about 4 minutes gone here in period number 1. The United States Going to move this down the near side. Canada trying to chip it back around. Mitch Marner on here. Marner trying to bang it out of the air. A lot of Vegas Golden Knights between these two teams. I think there's like 5 of them. There's a lot. JT Miller pinned up along the boards. Sanheim doing a nice job. Comes to the point. U.S. playing this deep. Binnington out of his net. Going to play it over to Theodore. This comes back to the line. The Americans keeping this one in by the face-off line, and Canada can't get it out. Pass for Marner. Marner got caught watching. Suzuki couldn't get him the puck. Comes to Marner. Suzuki comes back to help out. Here comes Suzuki over the line. Going to drop this one back. A little toe drag and a shot into the glove of Connor Hellback as Mark Stone gripping and ripping that one. Alex, you are very welcome. Thanks for being here. Carrie, how's it going? No hitting. Not a good way to start. That's right. It has not been a physical start here today. It has been more of definitely a puck moving, skating type of start, not a physical attack at all. But don't worry, the emotions will get going. These guys will start hitting. The hitting will come. But right now it's all about keeping composure, keeping things together. We are watching this on CBC Gem here this morning. Sam Bennett set to take this draw. Bennett going to win it. Marchand jumping through, but the U.S. takes the loose puck. They're going to flip this down in the corner. Thompson racing in. Thompson using all of his big frame to push this puck around. Canada trying to get it to Marchand. Taken away by Bennett. Long cross-ice pass, and Taves going to dump it in. Marchand coming out. It hops away from the netminder. Loose puck there for a second, but USA was able to get back. They can't clear. Here's a long shot. That one goes wide. Taves trying to keep this one in. Canada flying right now. Have some pressure. Bennett trying to get open. Canada going to play this down. Marchand tipping it here for Tom Wilson, who absolutely lays out the American player. Ran him over like a freight train. Holy smokes. What a hit by Tom Wilson. You want to start the physicality. Tom Wilson just opened up a can. Wow. Bone jarring. Hey, Samantha, what's going on? Welcome in. This coming around down. Another big hit. Oh, my goodness. Canada is opening it up as they are dropping them, just throwing hits left, right, and center. Here's a long pass, and that's what that line is going to do. It's going to be icing on Canada. A couple monster hits to open up this one. Holy smokes. Wow. Coming in, Larkin touches the puck, and Tom Wilson makes Larkin pay. What a hit. Awesome, Beverly. Hey there, Steve, Sandy, Evan, Anastasia. Welcome in. Good morning to you. Hey, Road Warriors. What a hit. This coming all the way down the line. Canada going to ice it again here. Holy smokes. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. I appreciate it. Wow. All I see when Tom Wilson lays that hit, all I hear is that Guns N' Roses song, Night Train. What a hit. Shane, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. Tom Wilson, wow. Hey, David, how's it going? Welcome in. This Canada going to clear it down the ice again. U.S. going to bring it up to the red line. Long dump in play. No forecheck coming. Gensel coming in. Taves going to send this one all the way down. It's tipped right in. Hellebuck had to steer that to the corner. It was deflected right in on him. This playing it around on the side. The Americans going to bring this one up. Boldy trying to split the defense. Coming right through. They beat them. They score. The United States strikes first. Boldy dancing around Devon Taves and puts this one in. Oh, my goodness. George, thank you for that subscribe. Matt Boldy from the Minnesota Wild is going to get the opening goal as the Americans take a 1-0 lead. Horrendous play by Devon Taves. Unbelievable. Christel, what's going on? Boldy goes right between Makar and Taves, uncontested, and just beats Binnington. Oh, my God. One of the keys was defending the house. And this one, they must have been listening to the Canadian politicians who say, when someone wants to steal your car, leave the keys at the front door. Because he just not only stole the keys, he stole the car, and absolutely drove it home. What a goal by Matt Boldy to give the Americans a 1-0 lead. And here they come again. The Americans into the Canadian zone, driving this one around the boards, playing it down behind the net, trying to come out in front, going to fan on that pass. McKinnon going to tip it to McDavid. Here comes Connor McDavid. McDavid going to stop, pull up. He's looking for someone to dish it off to. Going to go down low. Here's a pass in front for McKinnon. Can't score it. Here's McDavid back to the point. Doughty over to the McKinnon on the far side. Celebrini in front of the net. Trying to bring it to Sanheim. Puck in front. That one's going to go just wide. 7 minutes gone here in period number 1. One shot for the Americans, and it was a goal. Trying to bring it back around. Hellebuck is going to stall this one up. His team's going to make some changes. Holy smokes, what a beautiful goal by Matt Boldy. It was like Matt Boldy was playing against a house league team there. Wow. Canadian D, you got to be better than this. Boldy, a little flip-up play. Catches Makar flat-footed. Devontae's can't catch up to him. And Boldy, wow, what a great goal. Forehand, backhand, and as Binnington starts sliding across to his left, he tucks it back along stick side. Wow. That was a great goal. Suzuki going to win this draw. Here's Marner with it. Marner going to play it around behind the net. Back over to him. Stone in front. Suzuki can't get it to Stone. And this is going to be flipped up by Team USA. Can knock it down out of the air. Trying to play this one across. Down deep. The Americans all over the Canadians. But they just only have the one shot. But it doesn't matter because they scored. Binnington going to play it out. Parenko getting it up. Here comes Canada. Canada going to chip it in the zone. The dump and chase going. The crowd flying right now. David, I don't know. I don't think that's going to happen here in this game. Werenski going to play it up. Knocked down. Sam Bennett trying to drive it through the neutral zone. Going to get it over to Brad Marchand. He has it taken away by Jack Hughes. So good to see Jack Hughes on this team. Injury issues have plagued him, but Jack Hughes, such a talented individual. This round, Marchand playing it behind his back. He's going to leave it here for Taves. Taves playing it over to Makar. Canada going to try the far side of the ice. Tipped up and down to the U.S. zone. That goal has really bothered this Canadian team. They have slowed down. U.S. is getting some opportunities to jump in. Over the line, Hagel trying to get a little hook in there. Doesn't work. Over on the near side, playing it back to the line. Here's a shot. Going to skip up on Binnington. And Binnington with Matthews in his face. Going to hang on to it. They're going to take a commercial break. The Canadians dropping the shoulder, laying out some big hits. But it's the Americans who make them pay, scoring the early goal. Hey, Krista, no Crosby today. No Crosby today. Sidney Crosby is not playing due to his injury. Hello, Patty. What's going on? Welcome in. T-Bud, how's it going? Nathan, what's up? Welcome in, everybody. MJ, we are from Toronto. A very snowy day here in Toronto. I've had enough of the snow already. Time to go. We want spring. We want spring. But welcome in, everybody, wherever you are watching from. Thanks for joining us here this morning. We're getting there in the likes. If you haven't hit that like button, make sure you hit that like button. And if you haven't subscribed, where is it? It's down over there somewhere. Hit that subscribe button as well. We'd love for you to join us. Our NHL coverage comes back in just a couple of days once the NHL season returns. But later this afternoon, it's Blue Jays baseball. Yes, that is correct. As we sit here in late February, spring training baseball has started, and the Jays opened it up with a 3-0 win over the Phillies yesterday. It was a nice job. Dalton Varsho hitting a home run was not the guy I would have picked to hit the first home run for the Blue Jays this spring training, but it was a good time. Still dark outside. That's right. As you start moving through the time zones, yeah, it is definitely going to change, especially to our friends watching out west. Early for you all, but the sun is up here. You can't tell, though. It's so gray and cloudy and snowy. All right, coming back from commercial break. On the go with CeeLo. What's going on? Welcome in. It was, Bats, it was a very soft goal. But a great goal by Matt Boldy. Did all the right things. U.S. going to win the draw, has it in the Canadian zone. Marchand taking it away. Canada fighting themselves in the neutral zone. Comes to Bennett. Going to drive this one in. Hit along the boards. Marshy goes down. Wilson can't come up with it. And here's Boldy, the goal scorer. Going to throw this one all the way up. Again, Devon Taves. Swing and a miss. Yikes. Got to be better than that, dude. Has to be better. Gensel trying to get there. Going to come out. Here comes Marchand. Marchand. Toe dragon has it taken away from him. Good back check by Austin Matthews. Marchand taking a hit in a high stick. Marchand goes down. He's back up. Cross ice to Marshy. He doesn't shoot. Marshy fanned on it. Can't get it off. Marchand took a stick to the face. No high sticking call. Ref's going to let him play. And again, there's a Canadian ref and an American ref. So both countries represented by the officials here today. Time for spring. Would like to sleep. I agree. Big time for spring. That's right. 2010, the big win. Celebrini over the line. Here's McKinnon. McKinnon back to Celebrini. Here's a shot. Nice save. Back to Celebrini, getting his own rebound. Celebrini to McKinnon. McKinnon back to Celebrini. Celebrini shooting with McDavid right there in front. He can't get it to the point with another shot. McKinnon just missed that one. Back over to the side. McKinnon centering it. Nobody there. And the U.S. going to send this one down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call on Team USA. Wow. Yeah, we love to see Celebrini get a couple. Celebrini, what a tournament he is having. How much this kid is learning off these all-stars is got to be just unbelievable. The ice seems to be okay, and the ice doesn't seem horrible. All right, face off in the American zone. Bo Horvat in to take this one against Jack Eichel. Eichel going to win it back. Slavin to Werenski. He's going to send it all the way down the ice. No icing call here. Sanheim, to pick it up for Team Canada. Going to work it down the far side of the ice into the American zone. Here comes Canada again, being forced around the perimeter, putting the boards. Good work here by Reinhart. Getting a lot of pressure put up on him, still with the puck. Going to center it in front, and they put it just wide. Thompson waiting for the pass. Doesn't come. They're going to elect to go around to the other side. Here's Hannafin getting it up. Larkin looking. He's going to take the shot. Hits the leg over on the far side. Jack Hughes working it through, down around. Thompson getting a stick on it. Thompson behind the net. Sanheim up on Thompson. Thompson are going to win that battle all day long. Horvat comes to take the puck away. He's going to take a bump by Larkin. Gets it down the ice for Hagel. Hagel. He's in on the forecheck. U.S. is going to go D to D. Looking to set it up. Good puck movement here. Hannafin doesn't get it returned. Now he does. Here's a little nifty move. Taken away. Good stick there by Marner. Puck back over to Mitch. Mitch in a phone booth. Stick handling around. Keeping it in to Makar. Makar shooting. And a nice save here by Connor Hellebuyck. And we get some more pushing and shoving just to the side of the net. Wayne Gretzky watching, looking on as they're going to go to commercial break. U.S. is up 1-0. Catherine, thank you for hitting that subscribe. We appreciate it very much. Welcoming everybody. If you are just waking up with us, good morning to you. If you elected not to go to sleep last night and just wanted to watch around, thank you for being here. Hey, Jay, how's it going? Professional, they play hockey for a living. What the heck? Who cares who wins? These are professional players, not the Olympics regular people. So, you know, Jay, that was a long debate. We had a long, well, not we, but everybody's had a long debate about that since NHL players brought in the Olympics. You're right. The Olympics were really about celebrating amateur sport, not professionals. But we started to see this with the NHL players coming in. And I'll be honest with you, from watching the hockey with the non-professionals, non-NHL players, it was still exciting, but it is nowhere good. It was nowhere as good as it is with these NHL players in here. They make it so much better. Hockey, what's going on? Welcome in the great one. There you go. Hayden, what's up? Good morning. Welcome in. Tim, it is a coin flip. Hey, Johnny, welcome in. That's another debate, is why is this game so early? Unfortunately, with time zones, it just happens to be. And with the closing ceremonies at 2 o'clock, this game is going to end. Players will get out, go shower, get dressed, and make their way over to the closing ceremony. So not a whole lot of time between the end of this game and the closing ceremonies. Eastern time, the closing ceremonies will be at 2 o'clock. But that's why this game is so early. All right, here comes the top line for the Canadians as they return from commercial break. Canada behind, looking to come back. Grinstar watching from Mexico. Welcome in. Invisible, hello there, welcome in. It's anyone's game, that's right. Thank you, David, for subscribing. We appreciate that. Make it so much more better. David, thank you for those kind words. Trocheck is going to win this draw. He's so good. Going to come all the way down the ice. Canada going to turn. Here comes McDavid. McDavid to the middle of the ice. Got bumped. Passing it over. Long aerial pass trying to get it back to McDavid. That doesn't work. It's just going to roll out through the 2 Canadian D. Backing it up. Being watched by Matthews. Puck comes over to Taze. Taze to Celebrini. Putting it in. Can't get it in deep. Faber going to get it out again to Matthews. Matthews passing it across. This one is stolen to McDavid. McDavid to McKinnon. McKinnon stopping, working to the middle to Celebrini. Return feed, but McKinnon stick pulled up in the air. Couldn't get it. That's right. No Crosby. Crosby is out. He skated. He talked to the coaching staff, the trainers, and he decided to take himself out of this game. So no Crosby. Here's a long pass. Sam Bennett driving in. Bennett pulls up. He makes a nifty move. Bennett cutting towards the net. Can't get it. And it's taken away by Baby Hughes. Quinn trying to work it up. Trying to get through. I mean, I guess he's not really the baby, but there's no Luke. So today he is Baby Hughes. Here comes the Americans over the line. Dropping it across. Kachuk over Binnington way out of his net. What a pass by Matthew, but just didn't connect. Parenko going to lead this rush. He takes it in and he gets popped for his efforts. Here comes Harley stepping up. The Canadian D getting deep. Marner coming over, keeping it in. Parenko over on the side to Brady. Brady going to give it away right in front with a shot in Canada. Missed a glorious chance. A huge giveaway by Brady Kachuk. And the Canadians can't capitalize on it. Wow. Thank you, David. I appreciate that. Thank you, Pammy, hitting that follow. I love this for your journey and help your channel grow. But thank you to popular podcasters. Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate that, Pammy. Thank you. Here comes the Americans. U.S. trying to dip this one across over the line. Canada trying to come back. McCarr going to play it around. Waiting in front of the net. The Americans trying to set something up, but that doesn't work. Werenski getting real deep in the Canadian zone. 2 shots for the Americans. 7 shots for the Canadians. But it's the U.S. up 1-0 here early. Long pass to the neutral zone. In over the line. Trocheck going to play this one around the boards. Trying to play this one across. Miller. Big battle for Trocheck. Trocheck, Miller going to the front of the net. Here comes the pass. What a save with the left pad. Binnington getting that one out, and the Canadians sending this one all the way down the ice. Big save. Got to turn it around. Seth Jarvis chasing in here. Nice little move there. Here comes the Americans. Jacob Slavin leading the rush. Passing it across. Canada taking it away again. Jarvis. He's going to flip this one to the middle of the ice. Look out. Americans giving it away. That was close to too many men. And they get it down the ice. Binnington. He's going to play this over. Canada gives it away now, but the U.S. just putting this one back down. Going around the boards. Gensel can't get it. Celebrini going to chip this one out. This coming all the way down. McDavid with speed. Centering it in front. Canada can't get a shot on net. Oh, man, they were so close. Just could not get it on net. Wow. 5 minutes to go here in period number 1. Just 5 minutes to go. This coming around behind the net. Canada up top the point. Sending it back. Here's Sanheim with a shot into the glove of Connor Hellebuck. And Hellebuck is looking really sharp here early in this game. Canada getting some chances and some good chances, but they haven't been able to beat Connor Hellebuck. Commercial break. They're going to step away for just a minute. Do you know I woke up at 5:30? Wow, that's early. Hellebuck is huge. He's been playing really, really solid hockey today. He's got to be a rock. U.S. they're defensively, they're playing okay. Defensively, they're playing all right. But wow, they gotta push forward, gotta get some more shots on Binnington. Canadian defense is looking solid, except for that that one play by McCarr and Devon Taves where they let Boldy go right through. But other than that, they're clearing the puck. They're doing what they need to do. So Hellebuck versus Binnington is the matchup here today. And again, if you are just coming in, thank you for being here. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button for us, hit that like, and hit that subscribe. We'd love for you to join us for more NHL coverage all season long. If you've never streamed with us before, when it comes playoff time, we are live every single day, game after game after game for 2.5 months down the playoff stretch, and I look forward to doing it again. All right, we're getting set to return to action. Whew, this has been wild. Never went back to bed because I was just thinking about hockey. You know what? I woke up, I don't know what time it was I woke up. I put a movie on and I closed my eyes, but I don't know if I ever really settled. 7:37 Winnipeg time, an hour behind us here in Ontario, 8:37 Eastern time. Hey, Patoli, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Sergey, what's going on? Welcome in. And Sergey, I'll be honest with you. If I had it my way, I would have them back in here. You can't have best on best without the Russian hockey squad, because there are some absolutely phenomenal Russian hockey players, and I would like to see them back in here, even if it's just for hockey. All right, back from commercial break. Let's go. Third line on here for the Canadians, the power line. Bennett, Wilson, and Marchand. Centering over to Bennett. This one is taken away, and here comes Team USA. Quinn Hughes going to bring this one up over the line. Hughes getting it over to Brady. Brady Tkachuk. Behind the net for Eichel. Eichel trying to center it in front. That one doesn't connect. Taves going to go off the glass. Brought down by Brady, doing a nice job over to Matthew. Here's a sharp shot, and Binnington is going to grab on, and Matthew is just going to casually skate by the crease. What I would expect both of these Tkachuk brothers to do is get in there and irritate, try and take Canada off their game. Woof. Road Warrior, who else is part of the not been to bed yet club? My goodness. Chen, how's it going? Canada has no good deep pair. I think they do have good pairings. They just didn't play well there. Jay, thank you for the heart. Courtney, thank you for the big shout out. I appreciate the gifts. Xavier woke up at 6 a.m. Wow. This behind Matthews, behind the net. Matthews trying to dig this one free. Coming out in front, all the way back to the line. Going D to D. Hughes going to send this one around. Matthews behind the net. Can't get it to him. Canada to McDavid. Hughes going to take it away from him. Hughes keeping it in. Nice play. U.S. down low. Binnington down. And he's going to just cover this one up as it rolls through him. And Gensel and McKinnon a little holding the stick, a little hooking both ways. 4 minutes to go here in period number one. Matthews getting himself in some good positions. Hey, Frank, good morning to you. One House Productions, good morning. Pete, what's up? Good morning. Frank, what's up? You're Albertan. There you go. Relax. How's it going? Didn't go to sleep for this game. Too excited. A lot of folks in that boat not going to sleep. Matt Boldy, your goal scorer here so far. Thank you for those subscribes and follows. Back, the U.S. has it in their own zone. Going to work this one up the near side. Tipped in. It's going to go at a play. So it's going to be icing call. Sorry, I thought he was signaling at a play. It's going to be an icing call. So right back to the U.S. side. Canada has to find a way to capitalize. The pickle man coming up doing the pickle dance. There's your your commercial break entertainment. The pickle man. So the McDavid line back out here. McKinnon in to take the draw. And again, it's Dylan Larkin who's going to win that faceoff. Larkin has been very good in the faceoffs. One House, thank you very much. I appreciate that. It's been a community effort. Here comes Celebrini. Celebrini into the zone, trying to center it, hit his skate. McDavid back to the point. Here's Sanheim playing this one down low. McKinnon over on the far side. Going to rotate it back over to McDavid. McDavid along the boards. He's being kind of held up here by Brock Nelson. I like Nelson so much. Darn it, I wish he came to my team. McDavid in there. JT Miller holding it up. Nelson coming out, waiting for it. U.S. McDavid. Oh, McDavid picking it up from the U.S. They gave it away. Slavin trying to kick this one around, trying to come free. Here comes the Americans. Nelson bringing it through, trying to put it all the way through, trying to feed it through, and we're getting our first penalty. Our first penalty of the game. This should be a hook as Brock Nelson working the way through, and it is Shea Theodore. Hooking this early is illegal, so you go to the box. 2 minutes on the board for the Americans. Went for a stick lift, and when he went for the stick lift, the stick got caught underneath the arm. So yikes, can't have that. Stick lift didn't go the right way, and often we see the stick lift ending up in penalties for hooking, high sticking. If you're going to do that, you got to be flat on. Hey, Sandra, how's it going? Welcome in. So Matthews going to take the draw. He's got Eichel on his right side. Matthews going to win this back to the point. Here's Hughes. Hughes going to send it across. Down to Tage Thompson. Thompson has it taken away. Canada can't clear. Right in front for Matthews, who passes it away. Austin should have shot that one. Oh, what a chance for Austin Matthews, but he could not take the shot. Elected to pass it away. Suzuki able to get it down the ice. Suzuki working here. Matthews on the boards. Thompson has to race back. Another bad pass here by Austin Matthews. Come on, Matthews. Get back in it. Here comes Hughes over the line. Not that I want the U.S. to score again, but I want Austin to, I want him to come back to my Maple Leafs with a good head on his shoulders. Matthews to Matthew Tkachuk to Austin Matthews. Matthews going to go down to the point. Here's Hughes. Hughes looking, being watched. Marner on here. Marner trying to take the passing lanes away. Down low, trying to center it. Tage Thompson had it blocked. Gets it down to the point. Walking up back to Thompson, walking out of the corner. Binnington with the paddle down. He's going to block it. Puck comes loose. And Canada getting it down the ice. Everybody was waiting for a whistle. Binnington had it. Whistle never came, and the puck came free. Both teams switching up some players. Stone is going to leave it. Parenko going to hit it off the boards, getting it out, but not deep down the ice. Marner standing around the middle of the red line. Now he's going to back up as the Americans bring it in. Over to Gensel. Jake Gensel, a power play specialist for sure, has it taken away. Marner cannot clear. Back over to Gensel. Gensel going rink wide, far side. Hughes again, centering it in front. Nice play there. Not able to allow Brady to get a stick on it. Center it in the slot. It's dropped back. Werenski over to Jack Hughes. Jack with a shot. That one is deflected. Over to Brady Tkachuk. Brady trying to center it to Gensel. That one hits the stick. Comes over to Boldy, the goal scorer. Centering it back. Last minute to play. Canada had a 3-on-2, but they elected to just send it down, and it's going to be ruled an icing call. And the boos coming out, not liking that. Def, how's it going? Wow. Unbelievable. He was actually a Canadian hook. The Canadians took the hook. They went to the penalty box. But Matthews, tried to give it over to Matthew Tkachuk with a great opportunity. Should have taken that shot. Matthews will be thinking about that one. 48 seconds to go here in period number 1. What a hot start. What a hot start. 1-0 U.S. Trocheck going to take this draw against Mitch Marner. There's some confusion on the Canadian setup here. Parenko, Stone, and Theodore set up by the goaltender. And the Americans win it back in a shot right off the draw, but the whistle blows right away. They're going to do this again. And the official arguing with Trocheck here. Trocheck is like, why the heck did you blow that one down? And the linesman having a little conversation with Trocheck. Trocheck smiling, having one of those laughs like, yeah, you're wrong, but okay, you're the official. So again, they drop the puck again. Trocheck wins it, and again, another shot right on. As Trocheck comes towards the net, Parenko moves him away. And Binnington freezes that one. 45 seconds to go. Whew. Quick shot by the Americans right off the draw twice in a row. But Binnington able to close that one up. Wow. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Thanks for joining us. 45 seconds. Off the draw, Americans winning this one back again. This one down over on the side. U.S. now up to 7 shots on net. Digging in the corner. Canada Harley just tying this one up. Reinhardt is there. JT Miller and Trocheck battling as well. Finally comes to the line. Canada racing for it. McDavid trying to get there. Can't get there in time. U.S. in their own zone. Going to go D to D over on the far side. Slavin going to roll this into the Canadian zone. Doughty going to pick this one up. 15 seconds to go. Doughty gave it away. Oh, Drew, come on. Here comes the U.S. again. Trying to center in front to Matthew. To the point with a blast. And that one is steered aside. Doughty going to grab it. And that's going to do it. The buzzer's going to go as Celebrini gets it down the ice. The first period is in the books. Wow. But the United States, they are up by 1-0 on a very nice goal by Matt Boldy. Boldy gets the goal. Austin Matthews and Quinn Hughes pick up the assists. Unbelievable. Yes, Dallas, Sidney Crosby is not playing today. Sidney Crosby skated. He talked to the staff, and he elected to pull him out, saying he felt he is not at a place where he can benefit this team, and elected to take himself out. So no Crosby today. Hey, Javon, how's it going? Welcome in, everybody. What a first period of hockey. It was absolutely crazy. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. 8 shots for Canada, 8 shots for the team USA. But again, it's Matt Boldy who has that first goal. And Randor, I agree. Good call on his part. He recognizes this is his last Olympics. Let's be real. Sidney Crosby is not coming back at like 42 or 43 to come back. I mean, maybe he will, but I don't think so. So his last Olympics, recognizes the injury, says, hey, this is going to be a hard-pressed physical game. Can't afford to come in and play here when you're not at 100%. So I agree. Good call on Crosby, and a call that not a lot of people are going to make. I'll tell you that much. Hey, Andy, what's going on? Pretty sure everyone is sitting up straight watching this. Absolutely. I mean, it was crazy. What a crazy first period. Love it. All right, let's open some cards. We got a few packs left. We're still waiting to see. We're still waiting to get the big hit. We're looking for that Sidney Crosby golden goal autograph card. We did pull one Maple Leaf Immortal Connor McDavid. We picked that one up just a little while ago. So can we hit another big card in these few packs we have left? We haven't even got a free coffee or free donut. So I think it's time. I think we're due. I think we need something something real big. So we're going to see what we get here. Coming up a little later on, maybe we'll do it in the second period. Coming up later on, we're going to be, let me just make sure I can still do this. Yes, we're going to be giving away some channel memberships a little bit later on. So hitting that subscribe and make sure your gifting is turned on for your chance to win. Hey, Cameron, how's it going? Watching all the way from South Africa. You're very welcome. Welcome in. Cheesy watching from the Philippines worldwide here this morning. And oh, there we go. A big card out of the gate. It's duos. We got the duos. Marie-Philippe Poulon and Laura Stacey on the duos. There we go. That's a nice one. Of course, the Canadian women picking up silver. Couldn't get it done over the American women, but what a game that was. If you watched the women's gold medal game a couple of days ago, wow, tying it up so late in the game and, of course, winning in overtime. Clutch. Hope Canada wins. Carter, I'm with you there. Hey, Clara, how's it going? Hockey was invented so we could have something to watch while enjoying a beer and coffee. Coffee and a Danish almost seems like a sin. Future, I will be honest with you, I'm not much of a Danish guy, but a good Boston cream donut, now we're talking. All right, nothing doing in this pack. So we're not looking for the base. We got our full base set. We're just looking for the inserts. Hey, Laura, we're at first intermission right now. First intermission, so what is it, about 15, 16 minutes or so until we go. Hey, Steve, what's going on? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are going great. All right, there we got the Canadian netminder today on the Northern Stars insert. There we go. Jordan Binnington. Got to give Binnington some good vibes. Want to see him come through. Thank you for hitting that subscribe button. We appreciate it. That's right. If you got to go to the bathroom, now's the time. Go to the bathroom, get yourself some breakfast. And are we doing any breakfast, by the way? Oh, Greek yogurt. No Timmy's. Okay. Hey, Hatton, how's it going? Welcome in. All right, buddy. You don't have to spam the chat, but welcome in, one and all. Yes, Beverly. I recognize the name. All right, let's go. We got a celebrated prodigy in Mitch Marner. Will Mitch Marner be big game Mitch? We know Mitch for the Maple Leafs struggled in big games 5-on-5, but 3-on-3, he certainly was able to come through. JDA with the super chat. Sam, get more. Timmy's, get more cards. Thank you, brother. This is awesome this morning. JDA, thank you so much for the super duper chat. We appreciate you, my man. That will go to good use as we do have our Upper Deck Series 2 pre-order in. That one comes, I think, in about a month or so. So we'll be doing some live breaks of that. I'll take bacon, eggs, hash browns, and oh, yes. Yes, I will tell you, their scrambled egg bacon wrap, farmer's wrap, is pretty good. Hey, Ryan, are you playing the game? Just talking about it, asking for my parents that are on a cruise ship and they don't have it. Oh, Ryan, first of all, I hope their cruise is going well. But we got all the play-by-play, all the stats, all the good stuff, but we can't show any copyrighted material. The Olympic Committee has been taking down channels that are showing copyrighted material, so we're definitely not doing that. And here we go in honor of Sidney Crosby, a little program of excellence. Sid the kid, who's not really a kid anymore, but come on, Sidney Crosby. Yeah, do we want to put a little Timmy's order in? Anybody? You don't have to go get it. Oh, okay. Well, Jacob can get the door. Up to you guys. I will do, what do we want for Timmy's? I will do the bacon, egg, English muffin sandwich with a drink, with a beverage, with a frozen chocolate milk. Frozen chocolate milk. We're going to get a frozen chocolate milk. Even the highlights are, yeah, it's crazy, Road Warriors. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy right now what they are doing. Apple fritters. Got an apple fritter order. A Tim's cap. Let's go. Last pack. And no, wow, we got no autographed card, no free coffee or donut, and only one Maple Leaf Immortal. Wow. Disappointing. But that's okay. Shout out, we got the swimmers and parents at Ontario Central Regional Divisionals listing. Well, catch up crew, thank you for letting me know. And hello there. Whoops, let's do this real quick. Hello there to all the swimmers and parents at the Ontario Central Regional Divisionals listening in. May your strokes be long and quick, and may the pool water be warm. I hope you're all doing well. I can't wait to get in the pool. Yeah, can't wait to get back in the pool. But welcome in. I hope you're all swimming well and swimming strong. All right. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the subscribes. And my friend owns every Tim Horton in the United States. You gotta get your ice cap. Krista, wow. That's a lot of Timmys. Aaron, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. We appreciate it. Welcome in everybody from around the world, wherever you are watching from. We're worldwide this morning, and it is a great game. Canada in the United States. We knew this was going to be equal in shots. The U.S. is up 1-0 on the board. It was interesting. I saw yesterday some of the NHL teams, their social medias do a really, really good job. And they were going around and they were asking the NHL players, what is the score going to be and who wins it? And it was pretty split. A lot of people believe Canada were going to win. A lot of people believe the United States were going to win, as expected. But what I thought was interesting is the majority of players said this game is going to overtime. We were getting a lot of 3-2 in overtime, 2-1 in overtime. There are even a couple 1-0s in overtime. Obviously, that's not going to be the case now. But this is going to be kind of a low-scoring game, and overtime is a prediction from a lot of NHL players, which I thought was great. Because usually when you're picking a winner, you often don't call overtime. So it was interesting to see here. Now, one takeaway that we noticed in the first period of play here is a ton of giveaways, a lot of giveaways for both teams. You got to be a little bit careful with this puck because there's a lot of quick sticks here, and the giveaways just don't work, right? You got to be safe for those. Vicky, thank you for the follow. USA got this. Canadian NHL team hasn't won the Stanley Cup since 1993. Yes, that is true. A Canadian NHL team hasn't won a Stanley Cup in the Gary Bettman era, and that is sheer numbers, by the way. Thank you very much, Shimlax, for the kind words. That is sheer numbers. Canada only has a handful of teams where the U.S. has all the rest. So if you're in sales, based off the funnel, you have more American teams than Canadian teams. It's just the way it works. And the Canadian teams end up taking themselves out in the playoff brackets anyways. But Canada did defeat the United States in the Four Nations Cup, which is just pretty much these two teams almost identically. Some changes, but very, very, very similar. So, hey, that's just the way it is. But love the trash talking. Love the trash talking. And I like that you're keeping it respectful. So thank you for that one. Gonna show you all why. Brian. Noah, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. But the Canadian players were on those teams. Nate, that is true. If you look at the teams that have won the Stanley Cups, they have been the majority of Canadian players, which is pretty funny. But hey, that's the thing. Listen, Canada and the United States represent the most players by far in the National Hockey League, but that's what we love about them. And that's why when you get together in a international tournament like this, you have practically two all-star teams here. And there's a lot of players that aren't on these teams that should be on these teams. When you look at someone like Connor Bedard, we know he had the injury. I was shocked that he didn't get picked to come in as a replacement. Someone like John Tavares very easily could have been on this Canadian team. There's a lot of U.S. players as well that very easily could have stepped up to be on this team. So, U.S. and Canada very well represented, but they could have gone even deeper, which is absolutely crazy. It's called ice football. I love that. Ice football would be awesome. Let's go. You're already celebrating the win. Dreams Light, if you're already celebrating the win, I feel sorry for you because you never celebrate until the final buzzer is at zeros. Take a page out of the Seattle Seahawks, who were saying on the sidelines, even though they were up big in the Super Bowl and had a chance to win, they said, hey, come back to me when the clock is at zero. Come back to me when the clock is at zero. You never know what is going to happen. All right, King going for the U.S. A lot of folks going for the U.S. We love it. Go for the U.S. Go for Canada. Let's just have a phenomenal closeout of this game. One period is in the books. 2 more to go. Felt like they just reused the Four Nations rosters unless they had some spots. Yeah, it certainly seems that way for sure. We got a little shimmy in the books. We get a little shimmy in the books. Get a little shimmy. Get everybody waking up this morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Brent Aaron, thank you so much for subscribing. Oh boy, it is early. If you're on the West Coast, thank you for being here. And I hope I'm not too loud for you. I know some of you haven't slept yet, but this is going to be good. So, Cake, it's certainly not Canada versus the refs today because we got one American ref, one Canadian ref. So it is even Steven. Now, Canada did get called on the hook, and it was a legitimate hook. You have to call that one. It was a hook all day in any league. So we have just a couple of minutes before period number 2 kicks up. They're showing a couple highlights here from the women's free ski halfpipe. Final run at number 3 going on. And usually after they show these highlights, they go to one more commercial break before returning for period number 2. Should be a good one. I kind of like some of these new ski events have been good, have been interesting, been fun to watch. See the gold medal watch party? Yeah, it's crazy. Dallas, it is crazy. Watch parties all over the place. Jared, no Sidney Crosby. And if you're just joining us, if you're just coming in, no Sidney Crosby today. So Crosby obviously was injured a couple of games ago. Thank you, Gudas the Goon. Man, I've hated that guy for a long time. Gudas taking out Crosby. Crosby was a no-go last game. Crosby did skate. he did give it a chance. He went back, talked with the trainers, the coaching staff, and he said, you know what, guys, I'm just not good enough to go. Crosby knows how important this game is, and that if you're not 100%, if you're not even 90%, it's not good to go. So Crosby taking one for the team, sitting out with injury, doesn't want to be a risk, but Crosby is still a big voice in this locker room. He is still speaking to these players, and these guys listen to everything Crosby has to say. Canada has to play better defensively, shoot at the net every chance. That's right. You got to shoot, got to shoot, got to shoot. Shots on net, you got to play solid in front of that net. Defense, for the most part, they've been okay, but just a blunder by Devon Toews and Kel McCarr as Matt Boldy splits the D, goes in and tucks it past Binnington on a very pretty goal. And this is, if you're not a Minnesota Wild fan and you don't watch Minnesota Wild a lot, Matt Boldy does this often. He is a really solid player. All right, they're at their last commercial break before period number 2. It's going to get going in just a minute. If you are looking for a travel agent, if you are looking for someone to book your next destination, whether it's Italy, whether it's Florida, whether it's Vancouver, check out D's Destinations. There's the link over in YouTube, D's Destinations. Go give her a follow and she can book your trip. Maybe you want to go to Disney, Universal, a cruise, an all-inclusive. Go on over, check her out, D's Destinations, and reach out. Send her a DM. She'd be happy to book you. Does Canada have a chance? Absolutely, AJ. Canada definitely has a chance. Senator watching from Detroit, Michigan. Welcome in. Hey, Carter, how's it going? Gaming, what's up? I want to travel to Canada, show off my USA jersey. Go ahead. There's a lot of US jerseys floating around, so you wouldn't be alone. You wouldn't be alone. So we are in Toronto, and for us, we're watching here on CBC Gem, but I believe it's also on Sportsnet, if I'm not mistaken. Probably also on regular CBC and TSN. I believe it's on all the channels, but depending on where you're watching around the world, I cannot assist you in that one. I want to go to Winnipeg. So Winnipeg is beautiful. Just maybe don't go during the winter. Don't go during the winter. It is cold. Vicky dropping some gifts. Thank you, Vicky, dropping those gifts in. We appreciate it. Game against Finland was nerve-wracking. It certainly was. There's been a lot of nerve-wracking games. Amen. Watching from Vietnam. Welcome in. Charles, is the loonie in the ice? I don't believe they did the loonie in the ice this time around, but what they did is when they sent them the bags, in the bag, there's like a little flap usually where the number is and whatnot, and they had a loonie in there for each player. So each player did get a loonie. I heard that story a little while ago. Was pretty cool. So there is a loonie making its rounds for sure. Hey, Josh, watching from Alberta, Beaver Lodge, AB. Welcome in. Fortunately, Canada won't score this game. I think they will. I think they will. All right, we're getting set. Period number 2 is about to go. Thank you, everybody who's hitting those subscribes. We appreciate it. From Brazil, go Canada. Welcome in, Nando. Here we go. Canada sharpen their skates, stride their gloves, ready for a big period. Trying to get in here and strike back. Cheers, everybody. I'm going to have a little sip before we get going. All right. There it is. So, yes, all the stations, Sportsnet, TSN, CBC, CBC Gem. Game is everywhere if you're in our region. Here we go. Time to drop the puck. Nate Dogg, big Nate McKinnon, and to take the draw. And here comes Jack Eichel. Eichel, McKinnon. Let's go. Little sip. That wasn't a chug. That was a little sip. The next one we'll chug, so we only have a little bit left. Here we go. Puck is dropped. The Americans going to win this one. They're going to have first possession in period number 2. We're underway. 8 shots apiece. 1-0 United States. Canada going to send this one down the ice. No icing. That one gets waved off. Hellebuck going to play this one over to the side for Hughes. Hughes cross ice up to Eichel. Eichel going to bring it into the Canadian zone. Eichel taking the shot. Nice stop. Binnington down in the butterfly. Canada picking up the rebound. Going to play it around. Hughes comes over to try and pinch it in. It comes out. Eichel going to play this one back. Matthew Tkachuk going to leave it here for Quinn Hughes. Hughes Long pass. This one all the way down the ice. That is going to be an icing call. So face-off coming up back in the United States, end of the ice. Got to get a hot start here. Got to get a very hot start. Hey, Sam, welcome in. Here comes playoff Mitchie. Orion, don't say that. We need big game, Mitchie. We need 3-on-3, Mitchie. Mitchie, just close one eye so you only see 3-on-3. Playoff Mitchie. That's really funny. Here comes Eichel. I'd like to see Mitchie and Matthews come together. Off the draw, going to get blown down right away. Not sure what this call was. We're going to get another face-off almost immediately. Karen, welcome in from Mexico. Jennifer, hello there. Go Canada, go. From Bradford, Ontario. June, hitting that subscribe. June, thank you so much. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. So, face-off outside of the American zone. Going to win this draw back. The Team USA has been so good in the face-offs, they're going to ice it again here. So we're going to bring it right back down to the American side of the ice. They've been so good in face-offs here, especially in the first period. Very key. And the more you win face-offs, it gives you better opportunities to clear the puck or get shots right away. And we did see that in the first period. Team USA able to shoot the puck right off the opening draws. So very, very good opportunities for them. Canada going to win an important offensive zone. Makar bobbling it, sends it in deep. Here's Celebrini. Celebrini playing it to the middle of the ice. U.S. going to pick it up. They're going to bring this one all the way down, going to dump it in. No icing this time. Binnington tried to cut it off. He couldn't. Taves to Makar. Makar off the glass. Comes to McKinnon. McKinnon, his pass is going to be bouncing around. Taves racing up for it. Faber slicing at it. Getting it out. Taves still battling. Comes to McKinnon. Into the zone. McKinnon, a little backhand pass. Here's McDavid with a shot. Oh, and it trickles past Hellebuck and just missed the post. Oh, Canada close to striking, but it just goes wide. Back to Makar. Holy smokes, what a chance. Kel Makar gonna move this one up. Let's go. Gonna dump this one in. U.S. gonna play it around the boards. Now across ice. Here comes Slavin. Slavin with speed, bringing it in. Center and across. Backdoor pass doesn't connect. U.S. has it on the far side. Austin Matthews going to play it around. Picked up here by Sanderson. Sanderson back over to Matthews. Matthews to the point. They miss Boldy. Here's Sanderson again. Shooting. Nice screen in front. This one goes wide, and it's going to roll all the way down into the American zone. Hey there, Nancy. Welcome in from St. Lucia. St. Lucia is gorgeous. Gorgeous. U.S. bringing it in. Parenko going to take his man into the corner. Over to Jake Gensel. Gensel has it taken away. Parenko plays it off the boards. Hughes keeps it in. Parenko again in the corner. Parenko is a little step slow here. Parenko with a quick stick. He's got that long reach. Going to knock it out. This comes all the way down the ice. 9-9. The shot's now 2.5 gone here in period number 2. Here comes McAvoy. He's going to play it up the left side into the zone. Jack Hughes. He's going to try and force this one in. Harley comes back, eludes a hit, but doesn't really play the puck well. Hughes taking it away. Bennett gets a little bit of a hook. Here comes Canada again on the near side. Up to Jarvis. Jarvis trying to chip this one in. He can't get it. Hughes bringing it in, gives it away to Hagel. Hagel, he spins, tries to center it, hits a skate. And Tage Thompson, good defensive play. Kel Makar trying to center it through a leg. That one doesn't work. Back to the point again to Makar. Up top, he loses the handle. Taken away by Thompson. Makar takes it back away, and he's going to give this one to Thompson. Wow. Susan, how's it going? Holy smokes. Here comes Canada again. Down low, center it to Hagel. He can't put that one in. Oh, what a chance there. Canada trying to pass it a little too close. Brady Tkachuk going to play it around. Here comes Matthew in on Devon Taves. Picked up by Kel Makar. Makar, headman the pass up to Jarvis. Jarvis, bring it in. Jarvis going to play along the boards. Jarvis coming in front. Can't center it. Nice play there by Matthews to take it away. Up to Boldy. Matt Boldy, your own goal scorer in this game, flipping it in the zone. Old-timer Drew Doughty back to pick it up. Doughty putting it around Boldy. Here's Taves. Up to Mitch Marner. Marner, look out, has it knocked away. Canada regains it, going to dump it in the zone. Here comes Marner on the forecheck. Marner backing into his man, can't come up with the puck. Over on the far side for Stone. He bumps with, I think that's Boldy there. Canada going to center it back to the line for Doughty. Doughty shooting, trickles towards the net. Mitch Marner can't put it in. Here's McDavid with it. McDavid tries to center it across. Boldy going to intercept. And the U.S. going to play it up to Matthews. Matthews has to stop and going to bat it in the zone. Oh, chances galore. Canada can't beat Hellebuck. Marner going to play this to Stone, who centers it in front. That one doesn't connect. As Sam Bennett on the ice here with these guys now. Coming to the middle of the ice again. Here's a sharp angle shot. That one doesn't connect. Goes to the corner. Marner going to steal. Marner with it. He's going to drop it off. Walking up. Here's a shot, and that one is deflected wide. Sam Bennett doing a good job in front of the net. Pinching up is Parenko going to hold this one in. Can't get it to Bennett. Coming over is Marchand. Marchand, he shoots. That one is stopped. Holy smokes. And finally, the Americans able to work this one out. Big play, good effort, good hustle. Canada bringing it right back in. Tom Wilson trying to bring it in cross, and the Americans going to knock this one down. Here comes Boldy hitting that red line, going to dump it in. They're going to go change. Wow, what pressure by the Canadians here in the first 5 minutes of action. Here comes Kel McCarr. He's going to dipsy-do, bring it in. Kel McCarr still going. Driving this one deep, force around behind the net. Kel McCarr still with it, trying to center it in front for Reinhardt. It doesn't work. Bo Horvat with it now. Horvat pinched up on, he still has it. Over to Reinhardt. Reinhardt in the corner, sharp angle shot. No chance there. But Reinhardt putting it towards the net, and the Americans getting it down the ice. Devin Taves back to pick this one up. Holy smokes. Here's another giveaway and a shot. Oh, the U.S. coming close yet again as it's Brock Nelson, the recipient of a gift, and he can't score. Here comes Canada with a shot, and that one goes wide. Shots at both sides of the ice. Hey, Ron, how's it going? Hammer, what's up? Harold, what's up? Holy smokes. Back to the line. Here's a long shot that gets knocked down. Broken stick here by Boldy. Canada working it around. Over to Theodore, bouncing it across. And Hellebuck with a nice stop with his right pad. Back over to McKinnon. McKinnon, he's curling. McKinnon still with it. Has to elude that broken stick. Plays it back to the point, and Theodore misses it. That's going to come out of the ice. Hammer, doesn't matter about the cup, but Canada won the Four Nations the last time these two teams got together in international play. This coming around again, more American teams than Canadian teams, just based off the numbers. U.S. should win it almost every year. Bringing this one back around, but thanks for your attempt at trash talking. We appreciate it. In over the zone, a little bit of a trip. Celebrini coming through, tries to go cross ice. Quick stick is going to poke this one away. Marielle, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. Bridge notices to Canada. Thank you for subscribing as well. Paralife, what's going on? Welcome in everybody. Hey, Mark, how's it going? In the Canadian zone, this one coming through. Here's another shot. Binnington is down, makes the save. He's way out of his crease, but he's going to hang on to it as the Americans. Tage Thompson in there doing some business. Thompson, the big man on campus. But Canada coming closer. Some good passing, some good opportunities. They cannot beat Connor Hellebuck. The Canadian women in the house tonight watching the men. I assume a lot of the U.S. women are as well. They're taking a commercial break. Holy smokes. But great action. Thank you so much for joining us. Nong coming in from Thailand. Welcome in. Good morning wherever you are watching from. We appreciate you being here for one heck of a game. So over 1,500 people watching along. So make sure you do hit that like button. It is free to do. Hit that like. And if you're not already subbed up to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe as well. We'd love for you to join us for our NHL coverage starting up again this week, and later today, it's spring training baseball. That's right. The Blue Jays won yesterday 3-0. They go at it with the Boston Red Sox, 1 o'clock Eastern time today. Assuming we haven't fallen asleep on the couch, our intention is to go live for that one as well. Hey, stranger, what's going on? Welcome in. So much fun. Gerard, what's going on? Good to see you, buddy. Welcome in everybody. And again, thank you for joining us here on an early morning, but we wouldn't miss this one for the world. Whew. Coming back from commercial break, Binnington, a weak goal he gave up, but he's buckled down since then. Connor Hellebuck lost the Four Nations, wants to pick up the win here today, take home the gold medal. Whatever happens, whoever wins, whoever loses, both these teams are unbelievable teams. Sports Shop, thank you for subscribing. Welcome in. Theo Samigo, what's up, my friend? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Zach's hello there. Alabama has a higher. Well, that's actually pretty good. I appreciate that's some good trash talk in there. I like that one. It'll be easy. They talk too much. I didn't hear anybody say it would be easy. Definitely not going to be easy. Let's hope the Jays win the World Series this year. Absolutely. Nathan, that would be amazing. All right, back from commercial break. Let's go. Canada off the draw. Here's Wilson. Wilson going to backhand pass this one out. Can't hit Marchand with it. The U.S. going to bring it up. Here comes Jack Hughes. Hughes curling in. Nice stick there by Tom Wilson to take it away. Pass up. Here comes Marchand. Tries to deke around. He goes down. Nice defensive play by Team U.S. Canada, Tom Wilson coming back. He's doing a nice job. Americans keep this one in. Here comes Hughes. Hughes curling around. Here's a shot block. Binnington makes the save. Wilson going to play it up to Marchand. He loses it. Jack Hughes keeping this one in. Hughes, side of the net, playing this one down around. Still with it. U.S. comes in front with a backhand, and Binnington gets the blocker on it. What a save. Marchand coming back to help out. Parenko going to take a bump in the corner, and Wilson sending it all the way down the ice. Canada going to go change up. No icing called. Holy smokes. The U.S. with an opportunity here. Binnington coming up big. Binnington going to slow this one down. He's going to clear it himself all the way down the ice as Canadians were a little slow there on that change. Whoo-wee. This coming all the way down. Florida wins the Stanley Cup. Sometimes I don't even know what channel hockey is on. Hey, listen, those Panthers, well-deserving back-to-back Stanley Cup champs. Not going to do it this year. This one, Brady in the corner. Going to play it around. U.S. down to the point, going D to D, bobbling it a little bit. They're going to send this one back down behind the net. Brady with it. Boldy coming back, taking it away. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. Angelica, welcome into the channel. This down around, tying up along the boards. Devon Taves has a broken stick in his feet, playing it around. Stone gets it to the line, not out. Here's a shot. That one's blocked. Canada, breakaway. Connor McDavid, all alone. McDavid can't score. Oh, the greatest player in the world today. Stone by Connor Hellebuck. Unbelievable. He can walk on water, but he can't beat Connor Hellebuck. And there's a takedown. Hagel goes down, and Canada to the power play. Interference is the call. Holy smokes. Connor McDavid right there just couldn't put it home. Breakfast sandwich and frozen milk chocolate. Bacon and egg. Wow. Ripping, how's it going? Welcome in. I still hate to see no Crosby in the game. I agree with you there. Ripping Packs, I agree with you there. Holy smokes. What an opportunity. So Jake Gensel coming through here. Unbelievable. Thank you, thank you. Timmy's in the house. Got our breakfast sandwich. So we'll save that for a little bit. We'll save the bites for commercial break. What a chance. Power play here for Canada. Let's see if they can get the equalizer. McKinnon off the draw, goes to the corner. Celebrini tries to get it over to McDavid. Comes to McKinnon. McKinnon and McDavid fighting along the board. Sanderson getting it, and this gets out all the way down the ice. Holy smokes. He forgot your Timmy's. She's a great travel agent, but the breakfast order for Lala is missing. Here comes McCarr skipping through. McCarr gets all tied up, and he gets hauled down. Canada's going to go on a 5-on-3. A 5-on-3 opportunity. Holy smokes. Canada just getting the stick on Cale Makar. 2 minutes hooking. Oh boy. Now this is an important part of this game. If Canada cannot score on the 5-on-3, the Americans get all the momentum. It can be an absolute shift. as Charlie McAvoy, who's known to do this, stick in between the legs like the old can opener, gets the can opener there. So 2 men into the box. Canada 5-on-3, 1 minute and 33 seconds. This is a pivotal time with 10 minutes to go in the second period. A very pivotal time in this game. And the U.S. winning the opening faceoff. Big faceoff win here for Team USA, and they get it all the way down the ice. Hey there, Davey boy. What's up? 67. How's it going? Let's go. I got 6 D-man parlay hitting 25. Wow. Here comes Celebrini. Over to McKinnon. Canada setting it up. McCarr to McKinnon. Here's a blast off the shoulder, and this is going to come out. Canada got to squeeze them. Got to be a little tighter. They're staying a little too wide. McDavid can't control. He loses the puck. And again, the U.S. gets this down the ice. Bennington over to McCarr. Bad passing here by Canada. Canada got to squeeze the stick. The U.S. chance coming out over the crowd. Dropping it back. Here's McCarr to McDavid. Canada playing so spread out. Got to squeeze them. McDavid, side of the net. No shot. Back up to McDavid. Celebrini going short side. Hellebuck saw that all the way. And again, the Americans clear. 30 seconds left of the 5-on-3 opportunity. Here comes McDavid. In over the line. McDavid going to drop this one back. Bad setup. I don't like Canada's power play here at all. Over to Theodore. Theodore to Celebrini. Celebrini to Theodore. Back. McDavid. Back up top. Theodore. Celebrini shooting. Great save. Puck is loose, but the official blows the whistle. And that's okay because Faber was going to play this one across. No chance for Canada. A couple good saves here by Connor Hellebuck. Holy smokes. Gerard, it's based on skill, and if they don't have the skill, they won't get there. Got to shoot the puck. Shoot that puck. Holy smokes. Hey, Sweets, what's going on? Welcome in. Let's go. Let's go. What's the score? 1-0 U.S. right now. Canada with a 5-on-3. And they only have 2 shots. 10 seconds left. Canada going to win this draw. Bringing it back. No shot over to Marner. Passing it again. They feed it back door, and it doesn't connect. Come on. Marner to Marchand. Marner picking it up top. McCarr waiting too long. Marner going down low. Here's a sharp angle shot. So 20 seconds left of 5-on-4 now. And the Americans kill. Terrible power play here by Canada. What are they trying to do? Jonathan, that's right. Blue Jays baseball coming up at 1 o'clock. Here's a long dump, and that's going to be icing on Canada. Oh, my goodness. Freaking out in the living room all by yourself. Well, Sweets, I'm glad you can be here to freak out with all of us. Unbelievable. Unreal right now. Are you kidding me? Canada with a 5-on-3 and just terrible setup. A terrible setup here by Team Canada. Wasted a glorious opportunity. Jack, let's go Panthers. Connor Hellebuck is in tight. He's keeping the U.S. in this one right now. Some glorious saves. 8:10 to go here in this period of play. Unreal what is going on right now. Off the draw, Parenko going to pick this one up. And that's it. The United States has killed it off. The 5-on-3 for 1.5 minutes. Canada not able to score. Here comes Marner in. Here's a shot. And that one's deflected up and out of play. So after killing that one off, all the momentum is going to swing to the American team. They're going to go to commercial break. This was unreal. Chatty, how's it going? Canada's playing slow. U.S. should win this after 46 years. It's been a while. Got the little Timmy's breakfast sandwich. Going to take a little bite. That's good. That is really, really good. All right. So I'm just going to have a quick minute here to take a couple bites. Didn't get a chance to have breakfast this morning. Yes, Jonathan, we will be on when the Blue Jays are on. We will definitely be on when the Blue Jays are on. December 2012 from Zimbabwe. Welcome in. Please don't spam the chat. You're more than welcome to cheer for who you would like, but we ask you do not spam the chat. Someone from Team Canada doesn't take the lead. That's true. That's true. Watch from El Salvador. Edward, welcome in. All right, coming back from commercial break. That's good. Love the breakfast sandwiches. Didn't get a chance to eat bright and early this morning. So I hate eating on stream, but hey, has to happen. Java, that's right. Trying to be too cute. Trying to make too many passes. Got to put it home. Got to bury it. Thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. We appreciate it. All right, here we go. U.S. going to start off here with the puck. 17 shots by the Canadians, 13 for Team USA. 7:45 to go. Here's Matthews putting it around behind the net. Binnington poking it through. This coming all the way down as Brendan Hagel getting it out and down the ice. And it's going to be an icing call. Look out. Tom Wilson crashes hard into the end boards. Him and Boldy kind of came together. Wilson got tripped up, and McAvoy had to leap over Tom Wilson as he crashed hard into the end boards here. No penalty on that play. Wilson complaining a little bit, but that's the right call. No play here at all. But yeah, scary crashes. Tom Wilson slides into the end boards, and he puts his hands up, tries to protect his face. Good to recognize that there's a player leaping over his head. So he turns away to protect his face. We saw a speed skater get clipped in the eye, and very scary when those skates come up. So you got to protect your face. Binnington tries to stop it. It goes between his legs all the way around. Canada going to give it away again. Trying to settle it down was Matthew Tkachuk. Can't do it. Gensel can't keep it in. Wilson gets it out. This played all the way down. Brendan Hagel. Hagel coming in here after it. Going to put his man in the board. But Matthew takes it away up to Gensel. Gensel to Austin Matthews. Matthews going to dump this one in. Matthews going in here hard after it. Sanheim going to play it away, and Theodore gets this one out and down the ice. U.S. in full control right now with a 1-0 lead. Going to pass it around, hopping off the bench, picking it up. Coming in is Eichel. Eichel trying to get around Sanheim. Here's a shot. That one goes wide. Puck is skipping around. Canada going to play it to the boards. Comes to the line. Back over to Sanheim. Sanheim gets it to the line, held in by Matthew Tkachuk. Binnington coming out again behind the net. He misses it. And this is going to scooch over. The Americans centering it in front, and a quick stick by Connor McDavid is going to deflect this one out of the zone. U.S. bringing it right back in. They're going to play this one deep. Binnington, this time he stops it, takes a hack from behind. Canada going to get it down the ice. This turning around. Here comes Sanderson with it for the Americans. 6 minutes to go here in period number 2. Coming up at the 2-minute mark, we're going to do our membership. We'll do it. 2-minute mark of the third period. So 4 minutes of hockey time where you gift some channel memberships. So if you haven't subbed up yet, hit that subscribe for your chance to win. Make sure you turn your gifting to on. Yeah, Sweet Tea immediately got those hands up, right? Have to protect those instincts. Crazy game so far. It is a crazy game. It is a great game so far. 4 shots on goal for Celebrini. He's a lean, mean shooting machine. Makar going to keep this one in. Back to the point. Here's a shot. And that one trickles just wide. Marner going to pick it up. Marner getting the cycle going. Over in the corner for Suzuki. Plays this down low, going to the front of the net for Marner. Suzuki picking it back up, playing it up top. Makar. Back to Stone with a shot. Down in front. Canada can't get it. Comes to the point again. Makar with it. Going to play it off. And Marner skates, centering it for Taves, and he chips it just wide. Side of the net, they're digging at it. Suzuki has it. Back up. Taves in front of the net. Playing it around, and it's going to come free. Taves, you got to get back. Stone going to bump his man in front of the Canadian bench. And Canada bringing it back. Mario, thank you for hitting that subscribe. Welcome in, NPC. Thank you for subbing as well. Here's a long shot. That one is going to be deflected up. And the American player gets knocked down here as Suzuki trying to set up, and we hope everything is okay. They go into another commercial break already. Sweets, thank you for the hearts. I appreciate it. James, thank you for the gift. Then we get the latest on Crosby. So Crosby still lower body injury. We hope he is okay. Chatty, thank you for hitting that subscribe as well. Thank you, everybody, for coming in, helping our channel grow. We appreciate it. All right, commercial break. We're going to have another couple of bites here, trying to scarf down breakfast. Pretty good. It wouldn't be a Canadian morning without some Tim Hortons breakfast. We got the frozen chocolate milk, which is pretty good. Wow. All right. So much sugar. You can feel it through the veins. Hey, Onyx. Good morning. Welcome in. Good morning, everybody, wherever you are watching from. We appreciate you being here. We got the Tim Hortons bacon, egg, and cheese on an English muffin breakfast sandwich. It is absolutely delicious. Their hash browns are good too, but I will say I like the McDonald's hash browns better than the Timmy hash browns. Olympics are hurting since they put kibosh. Miss chocolate milk. Haven't had it in 20 years. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Go Jays. Jays coming on later. Gretzky in the house. Messier, the Moose in the house. Taz, it's a tough one. It's a coin flip. It's a coin flip. This is a tough matchup for sure. It's going to go either way. All right, back from commercial break. Reinhardt in to take this draw against Trocheck. Trocheck has been so good. Chill Cloudy, thank you for hitting that subscribe, lighting that blue lamp. Back to Parenko. He's going to step into one, and that's into the glove. Bo Horvat setting the screen in front. Hellebuck still seeing that all the way through. 5:04 to go here in period number 2. Wow. Now remember, if you go back to the women's game, the Canadian women were winning 1-0 for the majority of the game until the Americans tied it up late, until it went to overtime. So anything can happen. Lots of hockey still to play. This down around behind the net. Canada digging. Here's Connor McDavid. McDavid to the point. Sending this one across. Don, thank you for hitting that subscribe. What's up, CeeLo? In front, Celebrini. Oh, he got one whack. Couldn't get the second whack. And this is going to be cleared all the way down the ice. Celebrini getting chances galore. Here they come. Canada going to dump this one down. 4.5 to go. Celebrini trying to get in there. U.S. going to play it around. And I say anything can happen when you get the best players in the world together. You never know. All it takes is a half a second for that puck to cross the line. On either side. U.S. Quinn Hughes setting it up, being watched by Brad Marchand. Going to play this one up to Jack. Jack leaving it here for Larkin. Larkin coming in over the line. Larkin has his pocket picked. Canada going to put it off the boards. Can't get it deep. Can't get it far. Nice job. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. Appreciate it. Ann and Jen, thank you both. Down around is Bennett. Going to give it over to Doughty. Doughty bringing it across. Your bro from the San Jose Sharks. Sharks, in a couple of years, when they continue to develop, the Sharks are going to have a sick team. They got a lot of young talent there. Here's Cale Makar. Backing it up to his partner in Colorado, Devon Taves. Long pass, Canada into the zone. Up top for Makar. Makar over to McDavid to Makar. He fanned on it. Oh, my goodness. Back to Taves. Canada setting it up again. Going cross ice. McDavid bobbles it. Back to Taves. Taves to McDavid to Taves again. Taves over to the far side. Makar and McDavid switching sides. McDavid around to Taves with a shot. Nice stop. Makar with the shot. And there's Larkin and Matthew Tkachuk taking Cale Makar heavy into the boards. Mitch Marner in there as well. Stone. Wow. No need for this. Is Canada getting some opportunity, and all of a sudden the Americans going rugby scrum style. Cale Makar driven heavy into the end boards. I don't understand what that is for, and it's the Kachucks trying to mix it up as Cale Makar is slow to get up. You know, CeeLo, that's a great point. You know, last year the Jets were such a solid team, but they disappeared in the playoffs. Hey there, Brian. I'm great. Thank you. Amo, what's going on? Welcome in. Thank you, everybody, hitting those subs. Celebrini had a great chance and almost tucked it far side. Just couldn't put that one in. Just keeping it out. Hellebuck got a piece with his skate. Wow. Wild play. So Makar came in looking for the rebound. I guess that's why Larkin and Tkachuk took him heavy into the end boards. So no penalty called. 3:08 to go. 3:08 to go. So Canada going to win this draw. Trying to put it back to the point. They just dump it in. Celebrini trying to go in after it. The Americans going to play it around, and they're going to get this one out. Cale Makar, 18 shifts for about 13 and a half minutes so far. Canada stopped at the American blue line, so they're going to have to back it up and regroup. Next whistle, we're going to do our little membership giveaway. This is going to be dumped in the zone, chasing hard in here after it. USA setting it up. Here they come. Hey, Jeff, welcome in. And they're going to ice it, so we're going to do our little membership giveaway. Good luck to everyone. Playoff Hellebuck didn't make it go to, yeah, he bleeding. He was tough last year. All right, let's do a little giveaway. Good luck to everybody. Here it comes. And congratulations. Who do we got here? Savage Turtle. Atcuts. Charmin. Francisco. And on the go with CeeLo. That's hysterical. Congratulations, new folks. CeeLo cheated. That's really funny. Congrats to those that won the free memberships. Canada trying to bring this one in, trying to come through. This is going to be played all the way back out. 2:19 to go. Canada setting it up. Here's a long pass. That one misses. Hellebuck comes out. He's going to stop it. Setting it up behind the net. Sanderson going to go off the boards. Canada kept it in for a moment. And the U.S. going to get it back to Hughes. Hughes going to go the other ways. Hey, Daniel Barry, welcome in. This is going to be chipped down in the corner. Less than 2 minutes to go here in the second period. And it comes all the way down. It's going to be an icing on the Americans. So Canada will get a chance for an offensive zone faceoff. Got to step up. Got to play up. Let's go. Hey, good guy. DFab, thank you for hitting that follow. We appreciate it. Nope, definitely not. All right, let's go. Setting it up off the draw. Canada winning it back to the line. Walking in. Here's the shot. They score! They score! Canada ties it! Canada ties it! Canada putting it in. Cale Makar! What a goal! What a goal. Cale Makar on the ice when they gave up one to the Americans, and it's Cale Makar with the equalizer. Unbelievable. What a shot. Far side from the face-off dot. He goes past the right pad, just past the blocker. One of the hardest shots to stop, because when you're down, you got to bring that blocker straight down to your pad, and he just beats Hellebuck. It's a whole new ball game, folks. 1-1 with 1:40 to go here in period number 2. Devon Taves going to pick up the assist. And that's going to be a shot right on, but it's offside, Canada. So the two defense that made a horrific play to allow Matt Boldy to walk in and score came and made it back. It's Cale Makar from Devon Taves. They get the equalizer. Hey, George, long time. Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Seth. Thank you, Ghoster. Thank you, everybody who's hitting those subscribes. The blue lamp is lighting a lot today. Thank you for building our channel. We appreciate it. NHL action will be back next week. And, of course, Blue Jays baseball later today if you want to come hang out for some spring training baseball action. Woo, hoo, hoo. That was wild. All right, Connor McDavid coming on here with Mitch Marner and Celebrini here. So, interesting. They're going to move McKinnon down. They're going to bring Marner up with McDavid as they're trying to unload a little bit, spread along the top players. Here's another shot coming down, and Hughes going to break, or Sanderson knocking it down, clearing it out. Again, the Americans going to bring it out. Here comes Dylan Larkin, 3-on-2 into the zone. Little flip pass over to Nelson, a little far out of his reach. Marner skates. Playing it around, slaving to keep this one in, back in the corner. Marner is missing his man. If you want to watch the game, Mitch, buy a ticket and get off the ice. Now is not the time to be slow boating around. You got to move. In the corner, Harley going to play this one up. Canada now. Here comes Marner. Marner, a little flip pass to McKinnon. McKinnon going to bring this one in. He's going to stop, turn around. McKinnon with it. Long shot. Oh, my goodness. That one just goes over. That was close. Bringing this across. Here comes the Americans up over the line. Heads up look. Here's a feed to Matthew with a shot. Bennington has to sprawl to get back. And the puck goes to the corner. U.S. coming close. This down over to Quinn Hughes. Hughes walking that line tightly. Canada getting the stick on it, poking it loose. High stick coming in the face. Canada back. Here's the shot. They hit the crossbar. Oh, they hit the crossbar. Play on. Here's another shot. Canada's going to knock it down. 10 seconds to go in the period. Canada coming in. That's going to be offside with 5.2 seconds to go as the Americans just hit the crossbar. PM, thank you for the subscribe. Sean, welcome in. Oh, my goodness. I think it hit crossbar post, actually. Can I see that again? Post? Wow, the U.S. coming that close. That close, Prep. Unbelievable. Hey, Mindy, how's it going? Welcome in. Hoo-wee. Good Lord. My nerves, Jody. It's crazy right now. 27. There it is, the little double-double. Onyx bringing the double-double on the screen. 27 shots for Canada. 15. That'll be 16 as the U.S. dumped it in right on net. The whistle's going to go, and we got a crowd in front of the USA bench. Sam Bennett, Tom Wilson in there in front of the bench. McAvoy getting tied up. So Wilson and McAvoy come together. The official's going to separate them right in front of the U.S. bench. Drew Doughty is arm in arm with Quinn Hughes. That was pretty funny. So everybody's going to be broken up. Go to their respected change rooms as we go to the second intermission. 20 minutes left to play, and it's all tied up 1-1. Unbelievable. All right. I'm going to take just a moment and finish my brekkie sandwich. Well, it's a little cold now, but that's okay. Wow. What a game. George going with the Cubbies in spring training. Ooh, all right. What a hockey game. This is absolutely insane. A very exciting period. So your two goal scorers, Matt Boldy scored in the first from Matthews and Quinn Hughes. And in the second, it was Cale Makar from Devon Taves. And, you know, it's only fitting because Matt Boldy in that first period went up and he split through Makar and Devon Taves. Taves was trying to stick lift and trying to get him. Makar was just beat, and a great goal by Matt Boldy. And then you get Cale Makar from the face-off dot, putting it in, going far side on a great shot set up by Devon Taves. So fitting, the two defenders that were on the ice for the U.S. goal are the ones that strike back for Team Canada. So with 20 minutes left to go, it's all even up. We don't have enough fun. I have no idea, but I can tell you some of the beef from out east, out in I forget where it's from. Alberta beef is really good. PEI has some great beef. I'll tell you. There's a great butcher up north that I'll go to, and they have the best beef, the PEI steaks. Oh, delicious. Kipper thinks using the NHL players in the Olympic Games is so wrong. Now, I agree with you. It goes against the principle, and thank you for all the follows over on the talk. I appreciate that. I agree the principle behind the Olympic Games was to celebrate amateur sport. And if you remember the years when we did not have Olympic athletes and you had the amateur players come in, the hockey wasn't great. It was okay, but it wasn't great. And if you want to talk true best on best hockey, you have to have the best athletes in the world, and those are the NHL players. And now before you say, well, how can we have best on best without the Russian team? I agree. They should be having a team. If we want to see true best on best, the Russian hockey team needs to be involved because there are some unbelievable Russian hockey players. If you want to have them play under a different banner, you know, whatever they have to do to let them in, fine. I know the NHL said the next time they did a Four Nations, well, it wouldn't be Four Nations. They were looking to expand it to more nations. And they said even if the IOC still had the ban in place, they would consider a Russian team. So I hope the NHL actually does it the next time they host their little international tournament, because that would be, it'll be really, really good. Skittles, I agree, would be so good. Olympics are the best athletes in the world, hockey included. And you need to have the best athletes, right? It's all about the best athletes. Regardless of the winner, NHL players should not be there. That's okay. Listen, that's your opinion. That's okay. So, Zach, actually, it's started even before that. But let's not, we're not going to make this political. We're not going to make this political. Everybody has their own opinions. That's my opinion. It's not up for debate. There's other political channels you can go and debate that stuff in. But hey, I want to see best on best. I want to see best on best. That's my opinion. I want to see Alex Ovechkin at an Olympics. What Alex Ovechkin has done, you know, I think he deserves to have a chance at an Olympic game. But that's just my opinion. Everybody's entitled to their opinions, and that's okay. I want to see true best on best. And I think that's what the NHL is going to deliver. Best hockey players, regardless where they come from, should play. A bad company, 100% with you. 100% with you. Lindsay, thank you for subscribing. We appreciate that so very, very, very much. Hey, Billy, what's up? Gio, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome in. Linz, how's it going? Welcome in, everybody. So right now, for Team Canada, they're moving, right? McDavid has had some chances. Celebrini has had some chances. Where I think the Americans have a little bit of a better opportunity is where it comes to the depth. I like the depth of the U.S. team a little bit better. A little bit better. When we get down, you know, we're talking, you know, I don't mind Bennett, Wilson, and Marchand. That's a good grind line. But when you're comparing line for line, I like Larkin, Thompson, and Jack Hughes over Marchand, Wilson, and Bennett. Now, I know that's not how the matchups are working. I also happen to like Boldy, Matthews, and Gensel over Suzuki, Stone, and Marner. I think there's more depth. When it comes to the defense, again, I think I like the American defense better than the Canadian defense. So they got to step up and be a little more. Canada's got to do more with what they have. Now, right now, what happened in period 1 and period 2 can do away with it. They can do away with it. There's no need to think back. Hey, we had a bad first period. Hey, you know, you don't need to worry about that. Right now, you got to worry about the 20 minutes ahead. 20 minutes of hockey time. Smart passes. You got to work through. You got to do a real good, solid job. 3Z Peasy coming in with the super chat. Why do people act like Tkachuk or some physical threat? They got spanked at Four Nations. They did. Thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. And they absolutely, you know, Tkachuk's, it's not that they're a physical threat. They're agitators. They're agitators. And listen, everybody needs agitators on the team. Everybody. Because what is the role of the agitators? They're going to draw penalties. And when you have guys like Bennett, Wilson, and Marchand, these guys lose their temper very quickly. So that's what they're there for. Now they will mess you up. They'll face rub you. They'll stick you. They'll play, in that gray area. But they are solid hockey players. Don't forget, they're going to score goals on you too. So while the Tkachuk brothers might be annoying, they might be pests, they might have a lot of hate out there for them, they play a role, and they play that role very, very, very strong and very, very well. Hey, Sam, how's it going? Kind of new to hockey. Geez, I saw France versus Switzerland live. Canada, U.S. are putting on an unbelievable game. Sam, they are, and welcome. I mean, new to hockey. Hockey is an unbelievable sport. One of the hardest to play, one of the hardest to win championships at. It is so good. Bleeding, no cheating. They did not cheat against Great Britain. It was a clean win. It was a clean win. And by the way, I know a lot of folks out there talking about curling, making the cheating jokes and whatnot. So the rule is you're allowed to double touch before it fully crosses the hog line, right? Before it crosses that green line. Now, I'm not sure the rule about touching the actual granite of the stone. And so after that controversy, they brought officials down to watch. And if there was double touching, they had stones removed. So after that incident happened against Team Sweden, there were no further incidences. So it was clean all the way through. Canada played a clean game, and they did a great job. So no cheating going on, unfortunately. So if everybody else wants to tell themselves that, so it makes it easier to swallow, that's good. Good for you. So we're a couple of minutes away from period number 3. It is going to be an absolutely wild period number 3. I'm looking forward to it, regardless of the winner. Hell of a game. Adventure Junkie, 1,000%. 1,000%. At this point, yes, I want Canada to win. A lot of you want U.S. to win. Whoever wins this game, this has been one heck of a performance. This has been an unbelievable hockey game. Both teams deserve to be celebrated here. Hey, Matt Jack, what's going on? Hope you're doing well. Isn't it Canada's national sport? And USA loves basketball, but that was made in Canada. There you go, Gerard. That's right. Canada's national sport is lacrosse. And if you've ever watched lacrosse before, or first of all, if you haven't watched lacrosse before, you need to watch it. It is a vicious, vicious game. Like Sweden has Jack. So it is crazy. So Krista, I have to look up for the gold medal game. I believe it does go to shootouts. So it will go to overtime, 3-on-3, and then it will go to a shootout, I believe. But we will check the gold medal rules because each round is different. So let's pull this up. Let's confirm. So overtime in the gold medal game would be a 20-minute 3-on-3 period with sudden death rules. First goal to win, blah, 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 blah. All right, what if, okay, let's see here. At that point, there would not be neither gold medal game nor bronze medal game would be declared. Okay, so the gold medal game would not be declared by a shootout. Each team would simply play on with intermissions until a goal is scored. Okay, that's good. That's good. So no shootout. According to this, they would just play 3-on-3 overtime over and over and over. Olympic gold medal overtime history. The Olympics didn't adopt official gold medal until 92, switching from round robin format, blah, 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 blah. So 94, Lillehammer, Sweden beat Canada 3-2 in overtime. That one says it was via a shootout. So they had shootouts at one point. In 2010, Canada beat the United States 3-2. That was Sidney Crosby's game winner, the golden goal. And then in 2018, Pyeongchang, Russia beat Germany 4-3. Kirill Kaprizov had that winning goal, according to this. So very interesting. We'll see if we get to that part. Boy, oh boy. Okay, let me scroll back here. So much chatter. Should also be given a medal. Head coaches, yeah. Listen, everybody involved in putting the team together should get a medal, in my opinion. You do not get a team. You don't win it if you don't have a good coach. You don't get a team put together if it wasn't for your general manager and staff. So everybody should get it. But I know it's really just for the players. But I think that's how this is very different than a lot of other sports out there, right? Where, you know, if you have a speed skater or you have a snowboarder, yes, you have a coach and you're doing the work and you're working your way. Here you have a committee that brings together a team to put it all up. So in my opinion, it is very different than an individual competitor. So yeah, very interesting to see. All right, third period coming up. They're at their last break. Drop it in the chat. Very simply, USA, Canada, who is winning this game? No Sidney Crosby, Joshua. No Sidney Crosby. Crosby ruled a no-go. So drop it in. Canada, USA. Who are you taking? Let's see which side is going to take it over. Trust going for the USA. George, USA. Road Warrior, USA. Lynn's going for Canada. Lala for Canada. Nav, USA. We don't have Adam Fox either. Adam Fox is so good. Oh, so good. Kevin going for Canada. Patricia for Canada. Canada all the way. Trippy, what's up? Pretty good now. US from Alberta. Johnny, were you born and raised in Alberta, or were you from the US moved to Alberta? I'm curious how an Albertan is cheering for the US. I'm always curious of people's stories when they move. I'll be neutral for this game. Don't question me. That's okay, Jeff. Mr. T, what's going on? So it's pretty good mix. Pretty good mix. It's pretty even. Pretty split right now. You got family in both. Okay, there you go. Family on both sides. All right, that's cool. Do you believe in miracles? It's a lot of U.S. chants. A lot. All right, that's okay. Hey, that's okay. Leafs suck. Yeah. Oh, let's hope the Leafs get off to a winning foot when they come in. Hey, Landon, how's it going? Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. Let's look down here. Al, going for Canada. A lot of Canada. Do you think? Ryan, I hope he moves his no move clause. I really hope so. That would be nice. Len, how's it going, bud? Hope you're doing well. Jason, go for Canada. Canada. Thank you for the follows. All right, we are getting very close for this third period. Woo-wee. When Canada wins with so many people on the injury list, it'll be embarrassing. I don't think it'll be embarrassing. Listen, both of these nations, both of these teams are superstar teams. They are superstar teams. And so we know, and this is why the Stanley Cup is played in 7-game series. One game is so difficult to determine the best. Brett, thank you for hitting that subscribe. You know, a 1-game series, we saw Canada won the 4 nations. Whatever happens here, these are 2 unbelievable teams. Right now, Hellebuck has been strong. Binnington was a little weak to start, but he's settled down. It is absolutely wild. Women won for the USA now time. Yeah, and that was a heck of a game. The U.S. women coming from behind. I will say the U.S. women have really owned the Canadian women in international competition. They have been so well. The Canadian women have certainly struggled. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with the women teams now, with Hillary Knight effectively moving on, and with Marie-Philippe Poulin, 5 Olympics. She's going to move on. Natalie Spooner, I assume, is going to move on. A little bit of a changing of the guard in ladies hockey. So we'll have to see how it's going to be the next time around, as a lot of the women's superstars going to be retiring or removing themselves from international competition. So I'm very excited to see what the future has for the women. And by the way, talking about the women, if you do not watch the PWHL, you must check it out. The ladies are unbelievable. They put on a heck of a show. And if you're in the Toronto area, the Toronto Scepters play down at the Coca-Cola Coliseum where the Toronto Marlies play. So it is a good time. You should definitely go down and check them out. Very affordable as well. Whose league is better? So Max, they all play in the same league, but when you talk about the minor hockey systems, it's pretty even now. There was a period in time, and thank you, Vicky, for subscribing. There was a period in the time where hockey was so dominant. Hockey was beyond dominant. The U.S. has grown their game in a great way, and they have a lot of good players. Canada, they still produce a lot of good players. Their goaltenders are not as good as they used to be. The U.S. is developing better goaltenders right now than the Canadian side. So it's going to be interesting to see how that one comes up. We've seen a lot of great Canadian players over the years trying to make a name for themselves. This time around, who's going to be the hero? Sidney Crosby with the golden goal last time? Will it be Connor McDavid wearing the C today that does it? Will it be Mitch Marner who wins it? That would just, would drive me nuts. That would irk me so much if Mitch Marner wins it. Will it be Brad Marchand that does it? Will it be Austin Matthews for the Americans? Matt Tkachuk? Who's going to be the hero? Whoever gets this game-winning goal is going to be the one celebrated for years to come. Third period, 20 hockey minutes left to go. Packs on. Hey, man, I love Mr. Noodles. Don't rock Mr. Noodles. That's some good stuff. All right, referee at center ice. We're ready to go. Third period action. Coming up, Connor McDavid in to take the draw this time against Jack Eichel from the United States. Brady Tkachuk lined up against Tom Wilson. Here we go. The arm is up. The puck is dropped, and Jack Eichel wins another one. He's been so good in the faceoff circle. Here we go. 27 shots for Canada, 16 for the Americans. Tied 1-1. Celebrini going to bring this puck up and over the line. He's going to center it back to the point. McDavid trying to step around Brady Tkachuk, had him tied up. Going to give it away. Nice move. Tom Wilson going to play this over to the boards. Wilson banking it off the boards. Try to hit Celebrini. Too far for him. Keeping it in. Macklin trying to get it over to McDavid. Now takes a look over to McDavid, being watched by Hughes. One of the best forwards against one of the best defense. McDavid trying to center it. Back down for Wilson. That one's too far. Hellebuck getting that paddle down. Tied up here. Hughes doing a nice job. Out of the reach of Eichel. Celebrini backed away from it. And the Americans send it down the ice. And that's going to be an icing call here about 45 seconds in. Hoo-wee. Big Show's going with Dylan Larkin. Len going with Matthews. Absolutely crazy. Hey, Carrie, good morning. Good morning, everybody. Welcome in, Tyrone. How's it going? Let's go indeed. Off the draw. The U.S. going to win this one back again. And they're going to send it all the way down the ice again. Another icing call, back-to-back icings. Let's have a wham bam. Thank you, Sam. USA, that's awesome. I love that. I appreciate that. That's right, Wayne. If Canada and the U.S. both score, we'll still be tied. Somebody has to win. McKinnon going to win this one back to the draw. Makar to Taves. Taves going to throw this one down. It's going to go high, getting batted out of the air into the corner. Stone can't come up with it. Hughes doing a nice job. Stone going to intercept over to Taves, to Makar. Back over to Taves. Taves going to throw this towards the net, off the blocker, knocked down. Marner going to play it back up to Devon Taves. Taves over to Mitch Marner. Marner, the lone man back. Don't leave Marner back. Marner still with it, sitting in front. Are you kidding me? How did that not go in? An open net, and they tipped it there, and it's just knocked away from the goal line. Come on. What a chance. So close. But Canada can't get it in. And it's going to be an offside. Guy in the truck. I need a replay. So Marner takes the shot. It's right there for Taves. Oh, and he gets the stick on it. He's reaching back. Hellebuck is reaching back, and he gets the stick on it just to keep this out. Oh, my goodness. Devon Taves had it to put it home. What a save. That was incredible. Canada off the draw, going to dump it in. Shots are 31-16 now for Canada. Here's Marchand. Going to put it around the boards. Nobody there on the other side. It's going to chip up into the American bench. Just about 2 minutes gone here in the third period. That was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. What a stop by Hellebuck. We'll have to remember that one as this game gets down to the last few minutes. Canada going to win another draw. Over to Doughty. Going to step over the red line, dump this one in. Marchand going to play it back around behind the net. U.S. going to rotate it around. Doughty pinching up. Bennett coming over to help out. Bennett going to knock it back to the corner. Now they're going to play it around over to Matthew Tkachuk. He's going to bring this one into the zone. Matthew over to Jack Hughes. Hughes curling into the corner. Marchand going to flush him around behind the net. Sam Bennett comes over to pick it up. Sam Bennett going to chip this one out and all the way down the ice off Sanderson's stick. Canadian line is going to go change up. Here comes Zach Werenski. What a year Werenski is having. He's going to play this one up. Centering pass. Binnington is down. Loose puck. Hagel picks it up. He clears it ahead. Here comes Jarvis with speed. Jarvis trying to get around Sanderson. He's going to stop, turn around, has Horvat with him. Over to Horvat. Plays this back to the point. Parenko sends it over to Sanheim. That was behind him. Sanheim had to bobble it. And U.S. is going to get it out of their own zone. Boldy bringing it out. Harley going to bring this one back up, playing it in. Hagel going. Hagel centering it too far away. Not a great pass. Back to Horvat. Over to Brendan Hagel. Hagel, the bagel to the point. Here's a long shot. That one is tipped just wide. Seth Jarvis going in the corner. He's going to take a bump. Canada doing a nice job. Horvat trying to take it away. Finally, it's going to come to Boldy behind the net. And he's going to play this off the boards and all the way down the ice. And it's going to be another icing call. Wow. Everything buddies, thank you for hitting that subscribe. Wow, U.S. fans, got to give props to Connor Hellebuck right now as he has just saved this game for you. Binnington, Gensel threw it towards the net. It hit Parenko, and Binnington had to adjust to make a nice save there. So chances on both sides of the ice. Off the draw, U.S. going to win this one. They're going to chip it down. Taves is going to race back for it. Taves going to set it up behind Binnington. Taves going to work it over. Far side of the ice, McCarr. Up to Celebrini. Celebrini putting it across here for McKinnon. McKinnon bringing it in, taking the shot. They're in front looking for a rebound. They can't settle it. The Americans going to come away with it. Bart, thank you for hitting that subscribe. We appreciate that. Back in the Canadian zone. Canada going to put it around behind the net. McCarr fans on the pass. U.S. bringing it in. McKinnon trying to fight. It comes out over the line. Canada going to force him all the way back. U.S. a couple quick passes into the zone. Here's Hughes dancing around. Hughes going to circle around behind the net. Centers it in front. Puck comes to Celebrini. He's going to give it away. Setting it up. Here's Hughes to the point with a shot. It's blocked. Celebrini, a breakaway. Macklin, Celebrini, all alone, shooting. Great save. Rebound, another save. Oh, my goodness. A couple great chances by the kid. And this is going to be flipped out to the neutral zone. Holy smokes, 4.5 gone here in the third period, and chances galore. Here they come again. Team Canada in over the line. Going to skip this one down low. Marner, he's going to watch it go around. The crowd is live. Marner going to steal, tried to get it over to Suzuki. That one doesn't connect. Shea Theodore trying to keep it away from Larkin. Marner going to play it around behind the Canadian net. Going to work it far side of the ice. Here comes Canada over the red line into the zone. Canada driving, long shot. Nice save, big rebound. Brad Marchand is going to come over and pick it up. Marchand to the point for Harley. Across Parenko, shooting that 8 miles wide. Back up top to Harley. To Parenko again. Another shot, this time right on. And a nice stop by Connor Hellebuck. Amit, thank you for the subscribe. Anthony, Bobby T, thank you all so much for hitting that subscribe button for us. Welcome into the community. One and all, we appreciate you being here. Hey, Jesse, welcome in. Dina, thank you for the follow. Thank you, everybody, so much. Holy Canada from Nicaragua, welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in today. What a game. Unbelievable. Chances all over the place. This is wild. Lee, thank you so much. We love our hockey. Our NHL coverage will resume this week. And I cannot wait, as we're now about 20 games or so left to go in the NHL season. Playoffs just around the corner. The Americans going to get this one out of their own zone, going to bounce it into the Canadian side. Harley is back for Team Canada. He's trying to circle away from Nelson, going to give it over to Drew Doughty. Doughty was so happy to make this team. Going to send it down in. Hellebuck setting it up behind his own net. Let's go. Thank you, Brett. I appreciate that. It's my pleasure. Back around the Canadian net as the Americans forcing Canada to watch themselves here. Hagel going in on the forecheck. Canada coming in, taking it away, side of the net for Hagel. Nice shot. Hellebuyck going to stop it. Over to Horvat. Horvat going to play it to Taves. Taves around behind the net. Canadians didn't go get it, and the Americans going to break this one up. Matthew has it knocked off his stick. Hagel going to force this one in again. And they're going to go change up. Quinn Hughes setting this one up. Quinn Hughes, I feel like, has played every minute of this game. He's been so good, so present. Eichel going to bring it into the Canadian zone, down in the corner, carrying it around behind the Canadian net, centering it in front. Here's a shot. Bennington had to be sharp. Brady Tkachuk trying to center it. That's taken away. Canada giving it away again. Watch your passes, Cale Makar. So many giveaways by the Canadian defenders. Makar is going to block that shot. Canada now going to work it up to Tom Wilson, putting it off the boards, trying to get it deep. Wilson got it past Faber. He got it once, but he couldn't do it twice. Now a stick lift. Wilson keeping it in. Good effort by Tom Wilson. He's going to go change. Here comes McKinnon. McKinnon cycling around. Face-off dot. Goes cross ice. Here's a shot. It's blocked. Rebound. Another shot. And that one is deflected up and out of play. Good tracking here by Connor Hellebuyck. He is moving so well. But Malkin Celebrini, the best chance by far. Wow, and the U.S. netminder is keeping them in this game. Connor Hellebuyck is absolutely keeping Team USA in this hockey game. 17 shots now for the U.S., 36 for Canada. That's a lot of shots. It's a lot of shots. Stephen, thank you for subscribing. Melissa, thank you for subscribing. Maria, thank you as well. Thank you all. Thanks, everybody, so very, very much. That's right. We try to be family friendly. We try to keep any cussing to a minimum, if non-existent. Playoff time is a different story, though. Full transparency. Sometimes it slips out. But wow. Right? Wow. Right now. This is absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. These teams are putting on a show. Connor Hellebuyck is putting on a show. He has been magnificent. Twice as many shots. Yeah, Natasha, they've been firing. They've been shooting a lot. Why aren't you? It's. Yeah, hey, Lev, that's okay. That's okay. Go Canada from Minnesota. Shy, welcome in. Net, welcome in. Your gem crashed out. No, mine is okay. Mine is okay so far. Annie, thank you so much for the follow. We appreciate all the love today. All right. Here we go. Back. Let's bring it up. Bring it up. Off the draw. Whistle, whistle, whistle. Gonna drop it again. 1-1. 13 minutes to go. 13 minutes to go. Whoo, Jimmy from Montreal. Welcome in, Jimmy from Montreal. Going for Nick Suzuki. Judy, thank you for the sub. Sean, thank you very much. Everybody's lighting that blue lamp today. Here comes the Americans. Long cross ice pass into the Canadian zone, sending it around. Boldy coming up. He has the lone goal for Team USA. Canada going to bring it around. Stone, look out. Almost gave it away. Going to play it back. Makar over to Taves. Taves, long pass up. Those two D are the ones that connected for the goal for Team Canada. Here comes the Americans flying with speed into the Canadian zone, playing it around. Right now, boy, I'll tell you, things are getting a little more careful. Both teams not opening them up. Both teams being a little more cautious. Here's Marchand. Going to give it to Sanheim. Sanheim going to dump this one in over on the far side. Bennett coming in hard on the forecheck. Bennett driving. Marchand in here as well. These two Florida Panthers digging here, but it's Team USA that brings it away. It's funny to see a little mix shift here with two Florida Panthers and a Tampa Bay Lightning with Bennett, Marchand, and Brendan Hagel. These guys hate each other during the regular NHL season, but come together for international play. Nelson for the Americans going to bring this into the Canadian zone over to Jack Hughes. Hughes trying to center it. Marchand kicked it over to the corner. Hughes coming to the line. Brad Marchand forces him out. The puck stayed in. Now it comes out to Hagel. Hagel with speed down the near side. Hagel trying to cut in. Can't pull the shot off. Good defense here by Team USA. Canada over on the far side. Celebrini trying to trap it. He's going to play this one back. They're going to set this one up. Yeah, it sucks that Crosby can't go. Natasha, thank you for the subscribe. Welcome in from the Netherlands. You guys have had a great Olympics. A lot of medals for the Netherlands. McDavid behind the net. Working with Hagel. Hagel off the boards to Makar. He missed it, and it comes all the way down the ice. I tell you, Makar does not seem like himself here today. A lot of sloppy play. Here's Celebrini getting it up to McKinnon. McKinnon to McDavid. McDavid across, centering it, trying to, he hit the goalpost. Nathan McKinnon had a wide open net, and he hit the goalpost. What a feed from Celebrini. Nate Dogg hits the goalpost. The hockey gods not on Team Canada's side right now. Each team with a goalpost. Hughes cycling around. Here's the shot. Binnington down. Oh, what a save by Binnington. He's going to kick it out. He gets back to his feet. Holy smokes. Here's a long shot. This one down in the corner. Makar is so good, better than McDavid. I don't think he's better than McDavid, but he is an elite defender. It just seems off today, though. Holy cow. What a hockey game. This is easily one of the best hockey games I think I've ever seen in my life. 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes to go. 1-1. Chances at both ends of the ice. Here they come. Reinhardt bringing it up for Canada. Plays in the corner for Horvat. Werenski trying to take him. Jarvis in there. Canada going to play it to Sanheim. Sanheim to Sam Reinhardt. Reinhardt has scored a lot of big goals. Reinhardt getting put into the boards. Coming over is Jarvis. It's taken away by Werenski. He's going to flip this one up, and it's going to come to Sanheim, and Canada going to regroup in their own zone. Both teams making some changes. Sanheim can't control the pass. Going to bump it up to Jarvis into the U.S. zone. U.S. going to start to bring it up, and they're going to be forced to circle back as Jack Hughes is going to dish this one back. Slavin going to start it up with a pass, a nice breakout. It's tipped right in on Binnington. Binnington, look out, a backhand. He's going to send it down the ice. A little catch here by Slavin. Slavin bringing it in. He's going to play it around. 9 minutes to go. Binnington misses it behind the net. Canada going to knock this to the line. Here's a long shot. That one gets kicked aside. Canada going to chip it out. Nice little move. They're working 2-on-2. Here they come. Marner to Suzuki. That doesn't connect. Back to the point. Stone going cross ice. Parenko, a little slow, couldn't go and get it. Here comes the Americans as they're changing. Oh, it gets caught. That's too many men on the ice, ref. Too many men on the ice, and they didn't call it. Are you kidding? Too many men on the ice. Clearly, 9 guys on the ice in a line change, and they played the puck, and they didn't blow it down. Here's a long shot right there in front, Canada. Oh, they can't put it in the empty net again. Oh, another shot, they can't score. Oh, there's a force field around this net. They can't bury it in. Canada with all these chances, and they can't do it. The State's going to send this one all the way down. Holy smokes. Here they come again. I know there's a little bit of a gray area. I know there's a bit of a gray area on a line change where if it gets caught up in the players, you'll let it go, but you can't play the puck. Here comes Canada. Bennett going to drop it over. Canada shooting off the net, and Celebrini can't put it in. Off the boards, I should say. Bringing this one around. Let's go. Back to the line. Sanheim across. Here's the blast. And a nice save by Hellebuck again. Oh, my goodness. Incredible pace here in the third period with both teams with chances, but none better. Nathan McKinnon hits the goalpost. Hellebuck is down. Wilson trying to get it out, and a great save there by, who was that? The Americans with a great save. Who the heck was that? It was Charlie McAvoy. McAvoy with his butt in the net comes and knocks it down and keeps it out. Charlie McAvoy with a great defensive play. This is wild. Felix, what's going on? Dina, what's up? Welcome in. Thank you for the gifts. I appreciate that so very, very much. Wow. Unreal. Unbelievable what we are seeing right now. This is crazy. This is crazy. Listen, you got one Canadian ref, you got one American ref, and they're just letting them play. It got caught in the skates in the middle of a line change. They played the puck. You can't do that, but they let it go. Canada with so many chances, So many chances. Stabby just comes in being rude. Oh, he's singing. Sorry, I didn't see the music notes there. Sorry, Stabby. Sorry, Stabby. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8. I said 9. Okay, if you count the goalie, it's 9. I counted 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Slavin, the last one on. Should have been called. Unbelievable. Let's go. 7.5 to go. Sanheim gonna dump this one in, down around behind the net, comes to the line. The U.S. trying to chip it out. 39 shots for Canada now. Connor Hellebuck and the defense have been amazing. Russ, how's it going? Thank you for subscribing. This is going to be dumped in the corner, trying to bring it around. Long pass across. The Americans trying to come in. Biddington shutting the door. Jam play by Hughes. Biddington tracking across. Good defensive try there by McKinnon. McDavid picks it up, gives it over to Sanheim. Sanheim to Celebrini. He's going to go cross ice to McKinnon. McKinnon with speed, trying to get around Hughes. Spinorama, backhand, nice save. Trying to clear it out. Sam Bennett picks it up. He crashes hard into the boards. And Canada is going to take a penalty here. Canada is going to go to the box. U.S. going to bring this one up. I can't wait to see what this call is. Canada going to touch the puck. So Jack Hughes is slow to get up. Power play coming up with 6.5 to go. So Jack Hughes. And this could be a 4-minute penalty. Knocked his teeth out. So Celebrini. A 4-minute double minor. Unbelievable. So where is it? Bennett gets tripped up. The stick comes up. This is definitely a high stick. It's a good penalty. It's an accidental. It is a penalty nonetheless. So stick gets up in the face. You got to call that. So a 4-minute penalty. So the U.S., a 4-minute power play now. Doesn't matter if he's falling or not falling. It was a high stick, Mega. It was a high stick. Not a follow through. It was 100% a high stick. It's a legit call. It's a legit call. You got to call that. But how you call that, you got to call the too many men also. So Horvat going to take it. Devon Taves going to play it around the boards. This is going to come out. Canada needs to be solid here. They got 4 minutes to kill off. 6.5 minutes to go. Here comes Quinn Hughes. Hughes going to bring this one up. Tense moments here for sure. Canada going to keep this one out. They do have a shorthanded goal in this tournament. Taves playing it. U.S. trying to bring it in. They're going to go across to Matthew Tkachuk, who's going to back it up. Leaves it here for Matthews over to Quinn Hughes. Hughes being watched. Going to play it back to Matthews. Matthews, who's been pretty much non-existent today. This coming around over to Thompson, back over to Matthews. Canada there, taking it away, knocking it down. Thompson getting it back. Thompson to Matthews. Matthews spinning around from it. Matthews down low, bounce pass, comes back to the point. Hughes bobbles it. Hughes keeping it in. 1 minute gone in the power play. Matthews taking a look around. Going to flip this one back to the point. Over across with a shot. Nice save. It's there. The goaltender is down. The U.S. can't put it in. Canada trying to pick it up. Marner comes over. They can't clear. Now it comes to Marner. Marner going to carry this one. And Marner going to play this one back as Canada eating up some time. Good work here by Canada. Back over to Marner. Good work. Canada into the zone for Stone. And Stone, he's going to finally give it away. They've killed over a minute and a half. 2.5 still to go. 5 minutes left to go here in the third period. Parenko, slow to pick up this puck. He's going to chip it along the boards. It's held in. Over to Gensel. Gensel here on the near side. Down low to Boldy. Boldy putting this back to the point. Back up to Boldy. Spinning it to the point again for Werenski. Over to Hughes, bringing it down low in the slot with a shot. It's knocked down. This one coming over. Under two, they've killed off one. 2 minutes left to go in the power play. 2 minutes left to go. Another shot. That one's going to get knocked down. U.S. trying to center it back to the point. Boldy along the boards, getting pushed in. Canada doing a decent job. Hagel comes over, tries to clear it. He can't. Second effort. That's going to squeak out. Stone is going to go change. Canada changing. U.S. going to bring it right back in. Jack Hughes curling through the middle. He gets knocked down. He takes down Brad Marchand. No call. Come on, ref. Come on. That is terrible. Got him with the scissors. The leg takedown. No call. Horvat going to steal. Horvat gets tripped up. The arm goes up. Penalty coming to the United States. Canada into the zone. Makar. He's going to play this one back. Makar and Marner with it. Marner with it now. The goaltender has left the net. Marner going to play it over. It's a delayed penalty. Canada just holding on to this. Canada killing time. Over to Celebrini. They're playing it back. Great job here by Canada. Going to play it towards the Canadian bench. Finally, the U.S. touches it up. 3:23 to go. 49 seconds left in the American penalty. So we're going to get 4-on-4 for 49 seconds, and then Canada will get an abbreviated power play. And it's Jack Hughes that goes to the box. Horvat steals it away, and Jack Hughes, oh, he got the stick up on Horvat. So Horvat is trying to say he lost a tooth and he's bleeding, but no 4-minute penalty there. The U.S. came close. Bernie, thank you for hitting that subscribe. Welcome in all new subscribers. Holy smokes, chances at both ends of the ice. So we got 4-on-4 for 49 seconds. Are we getting a timeout call here by Team Canada? Canada getting themselves organized here. Holy smokes. This is crazy. This is absolutely crazy right now. Welcome in from the Philippines. Welcome in from wherever you are watching from. We appreciate you being here. My name is Sam. Welcome to the stream. This game being so intense, we're focusing on the call. I do see a lot of your comments coming through. I apologize I can't respond to them all, but we want to make sure we don't miss a thing. 3:23 to go, 49 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey. U.S. is going to get first touch. 4 skaters aside. Here comes the Americans. Quinn Hughes going to drop this one back to Eichel. Eichel trying to come up, curl around from Mitch Marner. Marner getting back. Eichel coming all the way through, shooting. That one goes wide. Hughes going to keep this one in. Now he's going to bring it out. Hughes going to back it up. 3 minutes to go here in the third period. Here comes McAvoy over the line, gives it away. Going to flip it up to Connor McDavid. McDavid with speed. He can't beat Hughes. He's going to pull up. He's going to flip this one back. Over to Celebrini. Nifty move. Celebrini shooting. Just misses the high side. Canada going to keep this one in. Back over to Celebrini again. Tries to center it. That's intercepted. 4-on-4 is done. Canada now to an abbreviated power play. A 1 minute, 10-second power play. Bennett is going to go off. They get their number 1 unit on. 1 minute to go. McKinnon leaving this back from McDavid to McKinnon. McKinnon coming over. McKinnon bringing it down low. McKinnon still with this now. Canada is 0 for 1 on the power play. Back over to McKinnon. McKinnon looking. He's going to center it, shooting. Celebrini, great save. McDavid has it knocked away. Canada holding it in at the line. Here's Makar putting this one over. Makar doesn't shoot. He's going to go down low to McKinnon across ice. Oh, Celebrini can't get it cleanly. He's going to play this one back. 30 seconds on the power play. 2 minutes to go in the third period. Here's McDavid. Makar, McKinnon, centering in front. Can't bury it. It's right there. They can't put it in. B-Guy, please don't spam the chat. Here's another opportunity. McKinnon. He's coming around at the side. McKinnon centering and shot. Oh, just misses. Come on. So close. They kill it off. Back to 5-on-5 now. Back to 5-on-5. Let's go. 1:14 to go. That's going to be dumped in. U.S. going to break it up at the blue line, and they're going to play it back to Harley. My heart is beating out of my chest. Nerves like crazy.
Last minute of play in this period.
U.S. going to rotate this one around. Let's go. They're going to clear it all the way down. My goodness. No icing called. Here comes Canada in over the line. Driving this one low is Marner. He gets pinched up along the boards. Let's go. Gonna chip this one out. U.S. turning it over, getting it back. Gonna put it into the Canadian zone. 35 seconds to go. Next goal wins this hockey game. Canada. Taves bringing it up. Taves with Sam Bennett. Taves playing it back to the line. No shot. Matthews going to break that one up. He's going to flip it to the line. It comes out. Drew Doughty with it. Canada has to tag up. 10 seconds to go. Canada going to hammer it in the zone. Marchand overskates it. This is coming out and down the ice. And this is going to be an icing call. No, they don't call the icing. Unreal. Clock is going to expire. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to overtime. Overtime. Next goal wins. Unfreaking believable. Unbelievable. Over flipping time. This is absolutely wild. This is absolutely crazy. Wow, I'm floored. I'm floored. I'm absolutely shocked right now. We are going to overtime. Make sure you hit those follows. Great job with the subscribes, everybody. Thank you so much. Holy smokes, this is ridiculous right now. What time is it? 10:30. We're going to overtime. Total shots, 41 shots for Canada, 26 for the Americans. Only 2 goal scorers. Matt Boldy from Matthews and Quinn Hughes, Cale Makar from Devon Taves, and that is it. Hellebuck has been absolutely crazy tonight. 3 shots on net for Matt Boldy, 2 shots on net for Miller, 2 shots on net for Eichel, 3 shots on net for Thompson. Crazy. No shots for Trocheck, no shots for Larkin, no shots for Gensel, no shots for McAvoy. Absolutely wild. Brady Tkachuk only has 1 shot. Matthew Tkachuk only has 1 shot. Austin Matthews only has 1 shot, which is nuts. For the Canadians, 3 shots from Cale Makar, 3 shots from Brad Marchand, 2 shots from McKinnon, 2 shots from Sam Bennett, 2 shots Connor McDavid, 3 shots from Sanheim, 4 shots from Celebrini. These guys have been wild. Canada has been picking it up. We got 3-on-3 overtime to end this right now. And I agree, regardless whatever happens, and we know the OT winner, whoever scores the OT winner is going to be deemed the MVP. But really, the U.S. goaltender, Connor Hellebuck, is the MVP of this hockey game. He is the only reason the United States is still in this game. He has made some unbelievable stops. Pringle, I don't know what you're watching, but you're on some crack. This has been probably the best game I've ever seen in my life. Celebrini will be the man. Travis, I agree with you. He has been absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible. I can't wait when we see Celebrini and Smith and Bedard and McKenna and the future. It is absolutely incredible, and it's going to be wild. I'm so excited. I can't believe we're flipping going to overtime. Going to overtime. This is wild. So again, thank you all for being with us. Thanks for those that got up really early with us this morning to watch this game. It's like 2010. There you go. There you go. Chris, that's right. We're going overtime, so they do go to full intermissions. When it comes time for overtime, we do go to full intermissions. This now kind of resets, right? There's no just start right away in 5 minutes. It goes to a full period, and it is, man, I can't believe this. Let me bring this up. So when Crosby scored that overtime goal, it was 4-on-4. In this Olympics, overtime is 3-on-3. So the good news, folks, is we have a 3-on-3 superstar in Mitch Marner. Mitch Marner, big game Marner, big man Marner. He can light it up in 3-on-3. Is he going to come through now? The good news, Leaf fans, you know, when Austin Matthews gets involved in 3-on-3, bad things happen. So we're going to see how this one can play out. Kiwi, thank you so much for your kind words. I really, really appreciate it. We do our best. We love to have some fun. We love the game of hockey. Boy, this is amazing. But there's no, you know, whenever this game ends, thank you, Sarah. Go Canada, go. Welcome in, Patrick. Thank you for the follow. Whenever this game ends, it is going to be wild. We know social media is going to explode. We owned you. We dominated you. We rule. You suck. Blah, 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 blah. Whichever team wins, you know you're going to see it. Don't be that guy or that gal. Don't be that person who goes on social media and starts saying, we owned you. We dominated you. It's a 1-1 hockey game going to overtime. There's no owning. There's no dominating. Canada, with over 40 shots, has been the stronger team. But Connor Hellebuck has been lights out, incredible. He has been phenomenal. So both teams have had really, really good showings. Whether it's one player, two players, or the whole team that has showed up to save the day, it has been amazing. In the chat, I've been bad-mouthing us all morning. Recovery, vice versa. There's been a lot of trash talking going both ways. So all I'm going to ask is that when this comes to the end, let's be good sports about it. Let's recognize that both these teams have been unbelievable in what they have done. So we can celebrate. Whoever wins, we can celebrate. You can say, yes, we won. Good for us. But there's no owning. There's no dominating. This has been a very, very good hockey game. And you got to recognize that. You got to recognize that. Connor Hellebuck has been great. And while Canada has been dominating in shots, right, where Canada has been all over them with 41 shots, they haven't been able to beat Connor Hellebuck. So as much as you want to say Canada's dominated them because they're doubling them up in shots or ahead of them in shots, U.S. as a goaltender, they haven't been able to beat. So there's always positions that get involved. It has been a very, very good hockey game. Both these teams should be proud, but the U.S. must be all over Connor Hellebuck in celebrating him because he really is keeping this game where it is. Now, can Connor Hellebuck keep that up in overtime? We will see. Canada has been all over. The good news, it only takes one shot to win this hockey game. And usually as these games go on, it ends up being a deflection. It ends up being a ricochet. It ends up being something ridiculous. Now, because we're going 3-on-3, anything can happen. The strategy on 3-on-3 is so different than the strategy of 5-on-5. We're all North Americans, but Canada about to get the smoke. Eddie, it has been an incredible, incredible game. Their goalie has kept it alive. Their goalie has been absolutely wild. Canada for sure has been the better team. We will see Canada, USA, just a tradition. They've been putting on a great game. You know, Canada has been sloppy at times. Thank you for the subscribes. I really, truly appreciate that. Canada has been very sloppy at times. They haven't played a perfect game by any means. While they've had a lot of shots on net, they've been sloppy. Their passing has not been good. Their turnovers have been terrible. Turnovers have not been good. KB, no fights. You're not really going to see fights here because a fight gets you ejected. So, yeah, you're not going to see any fights in this one at all. So we're just a few minutes away from overtime getting going. Unfortunately, they don't put up a timer or a countdown for the intermission. So usually I know when they go to that last commercial break, we'll be able to tell when it's about to come up. Canada missing that open net. They've hit the goal post. The United States have hit the goal post. It has been crazy back and forth. There's been a lot of no calls, but I give the referees a little bit of credit. They've let them play. There's some calls that should have been made, but they've let them play, and they've called what they've had to. So this is crazy. Fred, how's it going? Just found your site. Thank you for bringing unbiased commentary. Oh, it is my pleasure, Fred. Thank you so much. That's, you know what? I like the game of hockey. I think the game of hockey deserves to be celebrated. And we're talking about the two best nations internationally when it comes to the game of hockey. We're talking about two ridiculous all-star teams here. Any player on either of these teams, whether you're cheering for US or you're cheering for Canada, you would want almost all of these players to be on your team. If you're cheering for Canada, whether you're a Leafs fan, a Montreal Canadiens fan, a Vancouver Canucks fan, an Oiler fan, Flames fan, Jets fan, whoever, you would love to have Gensel on your team. You would love to have Thompson on your team, or one of the Hughes. Well, Vancouver did have Quinn Hughes, but you would love some of those American players, right? And for all those folks in the U.S., whether you're a Bruins fan, a Sharks fan, a Kings fan, a Ranger fan, you would love to have Celebrini on your team, or Connor McDavid. You'd love to have these Canadians. Vegas is loving Mitch Marner, right? Colorado is loving McKinnon and Taves and Makar. So it doesn't matter which nation you're from. In the NHL, we all cheer for teams with players on both these nations. So this is what it all comes down to. That's right. They're all in the NHL. We cheer for them all the time. So just because they're all together here, you can't say one team sucks over the other team, because, man, they are two good teams throwing it down right now. This is an all-star game. The difference is this all-star game has some big hits, and these guys actually care. These guys actually care, which is what we love to see. So way to go, everybody, for celebrating this great game of hockey. Moments away from 3-on-3 overtime. Diehard Penguins fan. I've been for 50 plus years. Keep doing what you're doing. I would definitely be watching. Thank you, Fred. I appreciate that. And I'm curious to see, how long Crosby is going to be at action. Will Crosby be out long term? We'll have to find out the extent of his injury, which I'm sure we will after this. You're saying Canadians love to play for U.S. teams, not the other way around. Otherwise, they'd stay in the OHL. Why they couldn't stay in the OHL there, Paulo, and definitely not mistaken at all. Do it for Detroit. Do it for Larkin. Yeah, I'm nervous, but I'm excited, right? It's nervous energy, but excited energy, right? And if you're a Jets fan, I mean, you have to absolutely be ready to rock. I mean, with what Connor Hellebuck is doing right now, you got to be sitting here going, oh, yes. All right, Jets. Hellebuck is back. But we'll have to see if he can hang on here in overtime. Sabrina, thank you for hitting that subscribe. Cheryl, what's going on? Some commentary. Can't figure out how to subscribe. Nevertheless, love hockey. Glad I found you. Thank you for being here. Yeah, there should be a little, depending on what you're watching on. If you're watching on a cell phone, you might have to close the chat and hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on a computer, you should see that subscribe button behind you. But let's go. Let's do it. Okay, they're at commercial break, which means overtime is coming up. Oh man, okay, I just got nervous. I'm excited. I hope this ends in one overtime. I don't want to see this go 2 or 3 overtimes. I want to see this end, and I want it to be a good goal. I don't want this to be a fluke goal. You hate to see a gold medal awarded on a fluke goal, just like you hate to see in the summer games, soccer being decided by penalty kicks, right? You want a good goal, and you want to see it come out. All right, Jebs, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, everybody, so very much. We're ready to rock. Let's go and just end these commercials. Just get it going. Going to end it in 1 minute. It'll be over in under 5 minutes. What are your predictions? How long? We got 1 minute. We got 5 minutes. What are your predictions when you feel like this is going to end? I'm so stressed. Lista's stressed up. Oh, man, I'm stressed too. Thank you for the follow. Little edits. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you, everybody. Again, we'll be back. I mean, a couple hours. We'll be back at 1 o'clock Eastern time for the Toronto Blue Jays as spring training, day 2 for the Blue Jays. They are taking on the Boston Red Sox. So if you don't get enough of cheering for Canada versus the U.S., join us at 1 o'clock to cheer on the Blue Jays and the Red Sox as they're going to go toe-to-toe in some spring training baseball. Can't believe baseball is back already. I'm excited for it. Very excited for it. It's going to be fun. And then NHL coverage returns this week. NHL coverage returns this week, and then we'll be mixing it up between baseball, hockey, basketball through the stretch, and then hockey playoffs. We'll be streaming every day, sometimes twice a day. We'll be covering as much hockey as we can during the playoffs. So you will have you covered. All right. Coverage will resume, they say, and usually this screen comes up moments before the period begins. So we are just about ready to go. Deep breaths, deep breaths. Archie, Sonny, thank you for those follows. Much appreciation for that. Deep breaths, deep breaths, deep breaths. All right, put your players in the chat. Who's scoring the golden goal? Put your player picks in the chat. I'm going Celebrini. I'm going Celebrini. I saw there McDavid from Celebrini. I'm going to go the other way around. Celebrini from McDavid. What's it going to be? McJesus, Marner, Mitch. I can't deal with Marner scoring. If Marner scores, listen, I'll be happy. But, that means the whole rest of the year we're going to have to hear, hey, Leafs, you shouldn't have traded Marner away. Marner was leaving Toronto. Toronto tried to make the most of it. Oh, my goodness. Celebrini, McDavid, Quinn Hughes. Quinn Hughes, good choice. Quinn Hughes already has a big game-winning goal. Nate Dogg, Suzuki, McKinnon, Nelson, McDavid. McDavid, love it. Love it. So I love Suzuki. Going off the beaten path a little bit. Marchand. James coming out with the 101. If you're here, thank you so much. It's time. You're an amazing. Thank you so much, James, for the super chat. We appreciate that. Thank you, everybody, today for hanging out, having some fun. All right, we're going to end the poll here. We're going to end our poll as we're tied going into overtime. 55% say Canada, 45% say the United States. Well, we're going to know anytime now. Dave, Kurt, Bob, thank you so much for hitting those subscribes. Oh, boy. Watch parties all around the countries, everywhere. A lot of picks for McDavid. Makar is a good pick. Larkin is a good pick. Larkin is one for sure. Wow. McKinnon hitting that goalpost very much like Mario Lemieux from years ago. Benjamin, thank you for subscribing. Thank you, everybody. Coming back to Ron McLean. Come on, you're supposed to come back to the game. Ron, we love you, but get us back to the game. Get us to overtime. Hughes for the win. Hughes is a great pick. Hughes and Larkin, both great picks. Okay, here we go. Whoops. I forgot to switch off that screen. Time to rock and roll. Overtime is here, ladies and gentlemen. 3-on-3. Man, Macklin to score the winner on the rebound. Would love that. We're waiting for the puck. Waiting for the puck. Kiana, thank you for subbing. Thank you, everybody. They're on the ice. Let's see who the threes are going to be. Canada and U.S. McKinnon is on the ice. So is Wilson. You better not have Wilson on in 3-on-3. So we're waiting to see who it is going to be the three. Okay, Wilson is going off. I'm like, Coach, if you put Tom Wilson on to start 3-on-3, you're going to make me very upset. Here we go. Show us who is on the ice. I don't want to look at the coaches. The coaches are just as stressed as we are. It's 1 a.m. here in Japan, but so excited for overtime. Looks like it's going to be Connor McDavid, McKinnon, and Cal Makar versus Matthews. Show us the other guys. McKinnon, McDavid, Makar. We see Matthews, and I can't see the numbers of the other two U.S. players. Here we go, 3-on-3. Matthews, Boldy, and Quinn Hughes. Here we go. Oh, they didn't drop the puck. Everybody jumped, so they're going to reset and do it again. Little battle over here on the far side. Referee's going to tell them to behave themselves as Boldy and McDavid getting all tied up. They're battling to jump in here. There we go. Puck is dropped. Canada is going to win that. Boldy hooks it away from McDavid. McDavid takes it away from Boldy. Kel McCarr, Canada, first possession. Here we go. Back to McKinnon, leaving it for McDavid. McDavid, one of the best in the world, coming all the way through. Fans on the shot. Oh, he was looking to rip it and just fanned on it. Boldy, a long pass, 2-on-1. U.S. trying to come back. Drop pass. Here's a shot. Glove save. Binnington slides way out of his net. Got the leather on it. McKinnon is going to bring it up. McDavid goes to change. Here comes McKinnon. McKinnon all the way down with a shot right on and a nice save. And Hellebuck is going to hang on to it. A little scrappy-dappy-doo here to start this period. Overtime. Wow. Binnington on the one-timer comes across. It hits his glove and rolls off the glove, but goes wide as Quinn Hughes, a big-time shot, and Binnington with a nice save. The U.S. with a first good chance here in overtime. So now we got Bo Horvat with Devon Taves and Macklin Celebrini. Horvat winning it over to Taves. Taves bringing it across. Living you come by the last 2 years, leaving in 2 weeks. Thanks for the stream. Thank you, California, for the super chat. I appreciate that. Welcome in. And thanks for the super chat. Here comes Celebrini over the line. Celebrini to Taves. Taves to Celebrini. Celebrini curling up the middle. Celebrini shooting. That one gets blocked. Hits a leg, goes to the corner. U.S. going to bring this one up, and it's Mitch Marner that takes it away. Marner backing it up. Marner and Celebrini here. I kind of like this pairing, actually. A good finisher in Celebrini and a good passer in Marner. Marner going to go off the ice. McCarr bringing it up, loses it. Celebrini gobbles up the pass and the puck, and he's going to play it all the way back. He's going to head off. Connor McDavid. He's on. Here comes McDavid. McDavid with speed. McDavid over the line. McDavid driving towards the front of the net. Lost the puck. Good defense. Good quick stick here by Team USA. McCarr can't get it. It's a 3-on-1. And Canada trying to break that up. Werenski across. They shoot. They score. No! U.S. wins in overtime. U.S. wins in overtime. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. A horrible defensive play, and it's Cale Makar again that costs his nation the gold medal. Congratulations, USA. Congrats, Team America. A horrible giveaway, and the U.S. capitalizes it. Capitalizes on it. Oh, my goodness. Oh my goodness. I'm nauseous. A great shot by the Americans. Canada in tears on the bench. Connor Hellebuck, the MVP of this game, hands down has to be, absolutely steals this one for the Americans. What a game by Connor Hellebuck. USA does not win without his unbelievable goaltending. Unreal. What a game. Silver medal for Canada. Congratulations, Team USA. I'll give some fist bumps. Let's give some fist bumps for the Americans. Their third ever gold medal. Unbelievable. As Canada in shock here. A bad defensive breakdown. And this is what they've done the whole time. Canada needed to be solid in their own zone. That's what led to the first American goal. That's what leads to the second American goal. Canada outshooting them badly, but they could not prevent this from going in. Jack Hughes gets the goal. Jack Hughes wins it for the Americans. Way to go, Jack Hughes. He had an okay game. I'd like to see a replay of this. But this was an incredible hockey game. This was an absolute incredible hockey game. The U.S. goaltender, Connor Hellebuck, absolutely wins this for the Americans, who were outshot badly in this game. But way to go, Canada. Listen, Canada, you played a great game. You had a hot goaltender. So Cale Makar toe-picked. He gets caught. Canada goes to the puck. Canada gets caught all alone. And Jack Hughes was wide open. So Cale Makar toe-picks. The other skater goes to the shooter. McKinnon goes to the shooter, which you don't do. You take the pass. And they put this one in. So Cale Makar toe-picks, gets caught. Nathan McKinnon, the only player back, he goes to the shooter instead of the passer. You're supposed to leave the shooter for the goaltender and take the pass away. So a couple of mistakes by the Colorado Avalanche superstars, and they cost Canada the gold medal. So Cale Makar, who was a bad play on the first goal, a bad play, a toe pick here on the second goal. And you know Makar and McKinnon are going to feel this one for a whole long. Connor Hellebuyck was absolutely lights out, incredible. Wow. That's right. Canada dominated in the shots, but they had a hot goaltender in Connor Hellebuyck, and we often talk during the Stanley Cup playoffs how a goaltender can steal you games. Well, Connor Hellebuyck stole this one for the Americans. Connor Hellebuyck was absolutely incredible. 42 shots for Team Canada, 28 shots for the American. And the fact that we only had 3 goals here today is absolutely wild. As they skate around, Matthew Tkachuk, Austin Matthews, and I didn't see who that third player was, skating around holding up the Johnny Gaudreau hockey jersey, showing some love to the Gaudreau family, holding up the Gaudreau. So a big win here. Again, 3-on-3 overtime. Cale Makar with the toe pick. It's a 3-on-1 down the ice. Nathan McKinnon goes to the shooter. Jack Hughes is wide open. The cross ice pass and the one-timer. A great goal by Jack Hughes. Connor Hellebuyck, absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Hey, American fans, be classy. Be classy. So a great game. Don't be so cocky. Hellebuyck was absolutely wild. Absolutely wild. Good job for Team USA. Connor Hellebuyck living it up. He was incredible. He was absolutely incredible right now. So way to go, Connor Hellebuyck. Wags, I'll just tell you, the Americans booed the Canadian anthem just as much as the Canadians booed the American anthem. And none of that is respected. I don't respect anybody for booing anthems. It's disgusting. But a great game, an absolutely phenomenal, phenomenal game. Thank you for the subscribes. Way to go, Team USA. We're just going to stick around a little bit and wait for the medal presentations. But it's Jack Hughes who wins it in 3-on-3 overtime. Nah, I don't blame the refs. I don't blame the refs at all. I thought the refs were even. There were missed calls on both sides. It is absolutely a phenomenal, phenomenal hockey game. Yes, we'll be live, Jonathan, when the Blue Jays are on. We'll be live for the Blue Jays at 1 o'clock. This was a great hockey game, a phenomenal hockey game. Here go the handshakes. It was a great game. McDavid shaking all the way down, handshakes, pats on the back. You got to respect Connor Hellebuyck's game. If Connor Hellebuyck didn't play like this, Canada blows him out of the water. So a great game for Connor Hellebuyck. The Americans should be buying Connor Hellebuyck dinner for the rest of the season because, oh boy, was he absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. And again, congrats on Team Canada. Winning the silver medal is still a big deal, right? Winning the silver medal is still a big deal for sure. But it was a great game by 2 unbelievable teams of superstars. And to be honest with you, I expected the score to be a little bit higher. I thought it was going to be a 4-3 type of game. A lot of NHL players were predicting overtime, and they were correct. It indeed went overtime. But this was amazing. This was amazing. Way to go. Thank you, Beverly. I appreciate that. A great game. You can't compare the Spengler Cup. The Spengler Cup is a mishmash of talent. But it was a great game. It was probably one of the best games I've ever seen. Not going to lie. One of the best games we have ever seen. Canada outshooting the U.S. in a big way, 42-28. Connor Hellebuck standing on his head, lights out. Matt Boldy opened up the scoring as Kel McCarr and Devon Taves blew their coverage. He went through and made a beautiful goal. Kel McCarr scored to even it up 1-1 on a nice pass from Devon Taves. And then again, Kel McCarr with the toe pick. Nathan McKinnon going to the shooter instead of taking the pass away. Frees up Jack Hughes for the one-timer. And a very, very, very nice goal. So great job by the Americans. They played that well. They played that perfect. So excellent. They did. They missed their chances. Connor Hellebuck was lights out amazing. Lights out amazing. There's Sidney Crosby. Crosby making his way down onto the ice. Crosby looking a little gray, I'm not going to lie. But a good job. Nice to see Sidney Crosby come down to the ice for the medal ceremonies. This was absolutely an epic matchup. Open net for McKinnon in the third. That's right. He hit the side. Canada hit the posts. Canada had it past the netminder a couple of times, but the defense getting in there, guarding the line. Defensively, the Americans played a better game. We've talked about it all day. So many giveaways from Team Canada. So many giveaways. So many bad defensive plays in their own end. You can't do that. You just can't do that. So very, very good play. Wow. Man, some of you Americans are just nasty. Some of you Americans are such sore winners. Be a good sport. Be a good sport. Represent your country with pride. Why are you acting like asses? So really, really, really good game. A really good game. And if you don't recognize that, you got something wrong with you. So they're watching something going on the score clock. A lot of folks have their eyes up on the clock. We're waiting for the medal presentation.
Seems like it's taking forever to get going, and you just want to go back.
So really, I guess they're playing some highlights or something. They're getting ready for the medal presentations. Both teams lined up in front of their benches, waiting for the medals to come on here.
No matter how many minutes you played, they wound up with McCarr, McKinnon.
Really, really good. Listen, U.S., you can absolutely be proud of your team. You should be proud of your team. You absolutely should be proud of your team.
Winter Games, it's more than you. It's about your country.
Absolutely be proud of your team. Celebrate your team.
These guys wore the Maple Leafs.
You had a heck of a goaltender. Connor Hellebuck was absolutely incredible. Hopefully he can play like that for the Jets down the rest of the stretch. You know, Connor Hellebuck lost at the Four Nations where Canada won the Four Nations. Connor Hellebuck redeemed himself here today. So really excellent job. No shame on Team Canada at all. They played a heck of a game. They played a heck of a game. So we give them lots of credit. Austin Matthews, I kind of wish he would have showed up a little bit here. So Austin Matthews played an okay game. I agree. I would have liked to see Connor Bedard here. Would have liked to see Connor Bedard here for sure. Would have been nice to see. Would have been excellent to see. But listen, it's a good game. And Mario, I agree with you there. I agree with you there. Yeah, guys, let's just knock off the political chat. This is a sports channel. You want to talk politics? Go somewhere else. Blue Jays coming up at 1 o'clock, 2 hours till Blue Jays take on the Boston Red Sox. Thank you very much for the kind words. We had a lot of fun. It was a good game. This has been absolutely wild. Gregory, you're such a child. Two rights don't make a wrong. Two wrongs don't make a right, my friend. Two rights don't make a wrong. Canada is a great place. Canada is a great country. Canada is a great sports country. If you didn't have Canadian players, your NHL hockey would be nowhere near as good as it has been. Great hockey, phenomenal hockey game, a phenomenal hockey matchup. So big hugs coming all the way around. Still waiting for the medal ceremonies, the medal presentations. That's what we're sticking around here for. 2 goals make a win. Jack, that is awesome. Yes, Jack, I like that one. 2 goals make a win. Good on you. I like that one. I like that one. I'm being a bad loser. How am I being a bad loser? By congratulating the Americans because I don't want politics in my chat? That's not being a bad loser. The referees push them past. Clearly, Paglair, clearly you don't understand the rules of hockey, but that's okay. Nobody's perfect. You can still enjoy the game. Just enjoy the win. Celebrate it. Enjoy your goaltender. Celebrate Connor Hellebuck. I feel like most of you in the chat have never seen Connor Hellebuck play before. I feel like most of you don't watch hockey on a regular basis. You're just like, hey, the U.S. won. I'm going to cheer. Jump on the bandwagon. That's okay. That's okay. Listen, it was a phenomenal hockey game. 2-1 overtime. Both teams had a great job. Could have went either way. Could have went either way, and I'm okay with it. We said it at the beginning. I've said it from the beginning of the tournament. I'm okay if Canada wins silver. I'm okay getting here to battle and playing hard. And this was an absolute battle. An absolute battle. You didn't have any of the superstars scoring goals on either side. The top dogs who you expected to score didn't score in this hockey game. So both teams did an excellent job shutting the top lines down. So it's pretty amazing. It is pretty amazing what these guys have done.
You know, everyone knew coming in it's a 3-on-3 set, and you'll play till the death, if you will, and it went 3-on-3, and it was entertaining.
How does Austin Matthews feel right now? The guy.
Well, Farad, maybe you shouldn't.
You know, and he finally feels like a winner. You said it perfectly.
There were a couple of channels commenting on the game, but yours was the best I watched to the end. Well, thank you so much, Darren. I appreciate that. I appreciate that very, very much. Bruce, Binnington played a good game. Binnington has been good in big games. And these goals, the first one was a little soft, but it wasn't a bad goal. And this overtime goal, he had no chance. No chance on the overtime goal. So I don't blame Binnington at all. At all. Both goals were a defensive breakdown, right? Both goals were a defensive breakdown. And that's what happens, right? You know, it was a good setup. Cal McCarr with the toe pick took himself out of the play. Nate McKinnon, not a defenseman, tries to go take the puck carrier, but in a 2-on-1 situation, what you got to do is take the pass. Let the goaltender take the shooter, take the pass away. And we've seen this time and time again when a forward is stuck back on defense, they go right to the shooter. The one time comes across and absolutely buried it. It was a great job. It was an absolutely great shot by Jack Hughes, a great shot by Team USA. Binnington had no chance. No chance. So Jack Hughes did the right thing. Matt Boldy made the right moves. And it's very unfortunate that it was the Colorado players that kind of poached it, right? Colorado having a very strong year. And it's McCarr and Taves that goofed up on the first one, and McCarr and McKinnon who goofed up on the second one. All right, we're still waiting for the the medal ceremony to get going here. We're waiting for it to kick off. But again, what a heck of a game. Thank you so much for tuning in and sticking around with us for the morning. Here they have the military bringing out the flags. Now, I haven't watched many medal ceremonies because I've been flipping between events. But the music they're playing almost sounds like the Imperial March from Star Wars. It almost sounds like the Imperial March from Star Wars, as they have folks in military garb bringing out the flags as they're going to hang this one up. Both teams waiting around. The crowd is packed. Nobody has left. Of course, closing ceremonies is on in a couple hours as well. If I'm the Oilers, you trade 97. I'll take them. Send them over to my team. Blue Jays couldn't get it done. Women's hockey couldn't get it done, and now the men's hockey fails to get it done. Yeah, listen. Nobody expected the Blue Jays to even get to the World Series, let alone take it to a Game 7 against the highest paid team in baseball who have bought themselves back-to-back championships. Probably going to win it again this year. But we give them credit. Men's and women's team both. These were unbelievable hockey games. If Brady would have gotten the goal, I'd still be happy for him regardless of who's playing. Good on our boys. Let's two great nations, two great teams. Two great teams. Yeah, absolutely, Lala. Big congrats to Team USA. They came back in overtime, a great play. They were able to capitalize on the Canadian mistakes. And that's what it's all about, right? In the game of hockey, when you see a team make a mistake, you got to capitalize on it. And that is exactly what they did. U.S. capitalized. I love so much how people have no idea the rules of sports when they comment on it. If you're going to make a comment, at least understand the rules. Hey, Surf Bomb, what's going on? I'm a hockey fan and I enjoyed the game. Absolutely. I loved it. I thought it was a great game. Oh, this guy, we're going to boo you. Oh, man. Canada gave a hell of a fight. It was a great game. It was. Highlander, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate that very, very much. It was one heck of a game. It's actually, Adrian, not the Canadian national sport. So if you're going to try and state facts, state correct facts. Hockey is not Canada's national sport. Canada dominated the game of hockey for a very, very long time. And all of the other nations have been getting better. It was only a matter of time. Most of these American players in their career played through the Canadian hockey system. So without hockey, U.S., you would not be where you are today. Wow, here come the silver medals. Really good job. Thank you for hitting the subscribes. We appreciate y'all very, very much. Sam Bennett getting the medal. They do look sad receiving the medals, and I get it. Nick Suzuki getting his medal. Big applause for Nick Suzuki. That's right. Canada's national sport is lacrosse. So, and lacrosse is wild. If you've never watched lacrosse, you need to see it. So a lot of, here comes Macklin Celebrini. Celebrini, so incredible. Big applause for Macklin Celebrini. Harley getting his medals. So by the way, your scoring leaders, the United States, Quinn Hughes, number 7 in the scoring leaders. Canada 1-2. Connor McDavid in 6 games, 13 points. Macklin Celebrini in 6 games, 10 points. So doing a really, really nice job. Canada leading the scoring there. American here, great game. You outplayed us the whole game. Helly was insane. Thank you for the super chat, Zippy. I appreciate that. Hellebuck was wild. Thank you for the super chat. Lucas Raymond from Sweden in 3rd spot, 5 games, 9 points. Slivkovsky from Slovakia, 6 games, 8 points. Obviously, this doesn't include today's game. Marty Natchez in 5th. Joel Armia in 6th. Quinn and Jack Hughes go 7 and 8. Austin Matthews 11th in scoring. Leon Draisaitl and Tim Stützle 12 and 13th. But 11 assists for Connor McDavid is awesome. He led the way. Malkin Celebrini leads all Olympic goal scorers with 5 goals, which is pretty awesome. Good for him. Celebrini, one heck of a tournament. Big cheers for Jordan Binnington as he gets his medal. Absolutely amazing. There's Mark Stone getting his medal. Mark Stone, I think, was a little bit of a disappointment, in my opinion. Thought he would have been a little bit better. Thanks for hitting that subscribe. There's Brad Marchand. And here's Captain Sidney Crosby, his last Olympic medal. Big cheers for Sidney Crosby. Don't think we're going to see him at the next Olympics. But maybe. But maybe. You never, ever know. Surf Bomb joining back to the rookie squad. Thanks, Surf Bomb. Appreciate you, my friend. Here in New Zealand and say, good morning, New Zealand. Kathleen, hope you're doing well. Unbelievable. McDavid is a class act. Binnington is no Patrick Waugh. He's not a Patrick Waugh. And I think that's one area where Canada has some issues in goaltending. I don't mind how Binnington played, but the years of Brodeur and Waugh and Marc-Andre and a lot of the good goaltenders we had has changed. Logan Thompson, greater than Binnington. They're pretty close. That it's an interesting debate. I can't disagree with you there, Poverty. I can't. Thank you, Sarah, for the Galaxy. Sarah, thank you so much. And for the rose, Sarah, I appreciate that. Welcome in. Now Matthews needs to lead Toronto. Let's see what he can do. Marshy is so little. Marchand is a little guy. He is a little guy, especially next to a lot of these giants. Kenny from Quebec, I never played lacrosse. Oh, lacrosse is such a fun game. It's such a fun game. They're handing out the stuffies now. Sidney Crosby getting his stuffies. It's going to be interesting back in the Leafs locker room. Matthews coming back with that gold medal. Hopefully he will lead the Maple Leafs to a better second half now. Absolutely, Austin. Connor Hellebuck won that gold medal. Without Connor Hellebuck, the U.S. gets blown out of the water here. He was absolutely remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. Redbird, do you think it was the worst game of the year? I thought it was phenomenal. This was an absolutely incredible hockey game. Marty Brodeur was something incredible. Max, I'm not sad. I'm not sad. They played one heck of a game. I'm proud of this team. I'm proud of these boys. They made mistakes. We've been talking about the mistakes, and they absolutely jumped all over it. You cannot make mistakes, especially in overtime. And when the plays happen so fast, sometimes you just react and you don't think. And that's exactly what happened here. So here come the gold medals for Team USA. Jeremy Swayman going to get the gold medal. I'm happy for Swayman. All the controversy that Swayman has gone through. Happy to see Swayman pick up a gold medal. Good for him. Here's Brady Tkachuk. Now, you know, Brady and Matthew, the Tkachuks, are such Americans in terms of they live and breathe the red, white, and blue. They are such big-time American supporters. You saw it when Matthew went to the White House when the Panthers won the Stanley Cup. He is your rah-rah, live, breathe, die American red, white, and blue. So happy for them to get that gold medal. JT Miller, who the Rangers just made captain. We're talking about trading him. He's on the trade block already. And there's Matt Boldy, who got the opening goal. Great game by Matt Boldy. He was in on every play. Brock Faber. He played a good game as well. Noah Hannafin. You know, what confidence guys like Faber and Hannafin are going to get from this tournament. Yeah, Habrudy, he made a great move, a great deke, a really good deke. Oh my God, super cool guy. Like, you don't do that. Shame on you. There's Dylan Larkin. Again, the Red Wings much improved this year. McAvoy, I just don't like. McAvoy, I just don't like. Brock Nelson played well. I like Brock Nelson a lot. I was hoping the Leafs would have picked him up at some point. Jake Ottinger, getting a gold medal. Audie didn't get much action. And there's Austin Matthews. Didn't do much today, but picking up that gold medal. Good job for Austin Matthews. And there's Connor Hellebuyck, the guy who stole this game. Connor Hellebuyck put the United States on his back and absolutely delivered the win here. And Quinn Hughes, great game he played as well. Hellebuyck and Hughes were the two superstars today. Jake Gensel, he played okay. Wasn't great, but okay. The big Tage Thompson. Tage Thompson, I've always believed, is the most underrated player, one of the most underrated players in the National Hockey League. Doesn't get much respect being on the Sabres. Slavin picking it up. 3-on-3 isn't hockey. Yeah, I kind of wish the gold medal, well, all the medal games would be 5-on-5 overtime. Just like how the Stanley Cup playoffs go back to 5-on-5 overtime. But I get it. I understand. Why was Crosby out for this game? So he was still injured. Crosby skated and deemed he was not good enough to go. Yeah, Tage Thompson is like 6'7" or something like that. Crosby deemed he was not ready to go. And that's why he took himself out of the game. It was his choice, and he decided to stay out of it. Jack's teeth are jacked. Yeah, he took that high stick in the mouth. Took that 4-minute power play. Canada was able to kill it off. Now here come the teddy bears. Teddy bears going to be handed out. And again, these little teddy bears are the mascots for the games. So that's why they hand them out to all the gold medal winners. They used to give little flowers, and then over the last little while, they've been handing out these little teddy bears. Again, thank you everybody who's hit that subscribe today. We appreciate you so much for subbing and following along. It was one heck of a hockey game, one heck of a finish to the Olympics. Closing ceremonies coming up in a little while. I think at this time we're going to bow out because we have the Blue Jays coming up in about an hour and a half time. I got to go eat some lunch and get myself together, have a little bit of a rest before that game comes up. Mods, thank you so much for everything you did today. We appreciate you. To everybody who came in and hit that subscribe or like today, thanks for being a part of our stream. I hope you had a good time. We had a great time. To all the members and super chatters today, thank you. Randy, JDA, 3Z Peasy, James, California Cajun Highlanders, Zippy, Surf Bum. Thank you all so very, very much. It was a lot of fun today. For all the gifters over on TikTok, thank you, Sarah and Felix and Dina and Sweets and James and Vicky and Courtney and Jay. Thank you all very much. This was absolutely a phenomenal close to a phenomenal tournament. I enjoyed this immensely, even though it didn't go the way we wanted it to in the end for the Canadian folks. It was so good. Canada and America should not hate on each other. We have a great history together. Deliverance, I agree with you as well. Get rid of the hate, bring the love, because this was a phenomenal hockey game. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for taking part in our Olympic coverage. NHL coverage resumes this week. Baseball coming up in an hour and a half. So I hope we'll see you back then. Otherwise, we'll see you very soon. Congratulations to the United States of America for bringing home the gold, doing your country proud. Way to go, Connor Hellebuyck, as they're going to raise the American flag here in a moment and play the U.S. national anthem. Thank you for a lot of fun. We'll see you later. John, there was no cheating. Learn the rules before you're going to make a bold statement. From all of us here at the Samwelb12 Experience, we appreciate you. We love you. Have a great one. Hockey is the best sport. No doubt about it. Canada, till next time. U.S., way to go. We'll see you real soon. Peace, love, and go hockey, go.